Let's meet this. I have no mic. Let's meet this afternoon's starting lineups. First for Monmouth, at a guard, a 5'9" junior from Knoxville, Illinois, number 12, Haley Jones. At a guard, a 5'9" senior from Geneseo, Illinois, number 23, Justine Boone. At a forward, a 5'10" sophomore from Chillicothe, Illinois, number 24, Maddie Newkirk. At a center, a 5'10" sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, number 32, Zipporah Williams. At a guard, a 5'5" sophomore from Deerfield, Illinois, number 33, Colleen Forrest. Head coach of the Fighting Scots in her 6th year in Monmouth, Melissa Bittner. And now the starting lineup for your St. Norbert College Green Knights. At a forward, a 5'10" senior from Little Chute, number 12, Rachel Hermes. At a guard, a 5'6" senior from Green Bay, number 13, Stephanie Bundy. At a guard, a 5'8" junior from Oshkosh, number 14, Krista Pelkey. At a guard, a 5'7" senior from Green Bay, number 32, Erin Boggins. At a forward, a 6-foot junior from Cary, Illinois, number 34, Jamie Cool. Head coach of the Green Knights in her 34th year in De Pere, Connie Tilley.
So there are your starting lineups, brought to you by Choice Hotels International, an official partner of the Midwest Conference. Neither team deviating from what they sent out yesterday. Same lineup for Monmouth, same lineup for the Green Knights. And we're ready for some championship basketball, Mike.
Yeah, it's an exciting Saturday, the most anticipated Saturday in Division III right now. College Hoops Championship Saturday. You win today, you cement that seed into the big dance starting up next week. It's going to be a fun one here today. First the women, then the men. Let's see if St. Norbert College can get the job done here, protect their home floor like they did a season ago.
And for Monmouth, if they are able to steal the win today, it would be the first time in school history that the women have captured a Midwest Conference Tournament championship. If St. Norbert is victorious for the 3rd time in 4 years, it would be win number 10 for the Green Knights. Tip-off will be between Zipporah Williams, number 32 on the Monmouth side, and the junior out of Cary, Illinois, number 34, Jamie Cool for the Green Knights. It's Williams victorious in the tip-off. Monmouth controls first. They'll be moving from the right to the left on your computer screen, wearing the road red. Zipporah Williams inside, right at Rachel Hermes, and she's down.
Well, you talked about yesterday how she went down prior before we came on air here. Yesterday's contest, it was a season ago, remember, against Illinois College. She went down with that knee injury, a near year full long recovery, and right away, 12 seconds in, she takes one right in the mouth. Let's see if she looks like she's all right, but she might have to come out here briefly.
Yeah, it was a scary sight yesterday. Rachel Hermes on the defensive side of the ball yesterday, coming down on her knee and twisting it just a little bit. Like you said, a year ago, almost to the date that Rachel Hermes was lost to that knee injury. Fortunately, she was able to come back out.
We see a full court press here, a 1-2-2. Now they back it off. Now still in it. They're going to try to trap right at half court. The Green Knights taking their time. Remember, no 10-second violation across the timeline. You can take your time. And that one just thrown away by Jamie Cool.
Monmouth doing a good job of forcing that turnover. It was that defensive style of basketball yesterday that aided them in that victory over Carroll with one of the most potent offenses in the Midwest Conference. Justine Boone will get called for the travel, and Monmouth turns the ball right back to St. Norbert.
That's something we'll watch for early on in this contest. Who can take care of the basketball, get shots. You want to value every possession of the basketball, and you got to get shot attempts. If you don't get shot attempts, it's going to be hard to score the points here today. And both teams doing a good job holding their opponents under 50 points. The Green Knights now 10-0 when holding their opponents under 50 points. Monmouth the other side, they're 6-0.
That is Jamie Cool inside. We're all tied up at 2 with Monmouth back in possession. As you mentioned, Mike, statistically the two best defenses in Midwest Conference action. St. Norbert at 1, Monmouth at 2. Justine Boone working up top. She showed yesterday why she's top in the Midwest Conference with steals. Watch number 23 in red when it comes to the defensive side of the basketball.
A good steal that time by Bundy and slowing it up, waiting for her teammates here to regroup, get back in the offensive set to go against this zone.
Here's Aaron Boggins working up top, taking a look. Will locate Stephanie Bunday. Inside, Jamie Cool. High shot, no good. Rebounded by Justine Boone. Looks like the Green Knights know what they want to do early, and it's getting inside to Jamie Cool.
Yeah, you got to love the active 2-3 zone. It's a Syracuse, the orange, Syracuse University. Jim Boeheim loves the 2-3 zone. Very active. You'll see him trap out of the zone on the wings and the corners. Good job early on by Monmouth.
And Zipporah Williams took one too many steps as she charged toward the hoop. It'll be another turnover by the Fighting Scots.
Yeah, you see the defense intensified early on in this contest. Championship Saturday already just under 2 minutes in. A couple turnovers each way. Both teams amped up for this one. They got to settle down just a little bit.
There's that zone trap once again. Rachel Hermes and Stephanie Bunday trying to break it. Krista Pelkey helps out. Working around, finding that soft spot was Krista Pelkey, and after her 21 yesterday, Krista Pelkey with a quick 2.
A nice look that time, Reed Pelkey gave it up, went right down to the weak spot in that zone, right in the middle, inside the free throw line. Nice pass located by Bunday. Give her an assist on Pelkey's basket.
That was something we noticed yesterday that Monmouth was very capable of doing, was finding the soft spot in the Carroll zone.
That's what you got to do. Find a weak spot in the zone. Usually in a 2-3, it's right about the high post free throw line extended area.
Haley Jones also dropping 21 points yesterday. She drops 2, and now it's 4 all here, just a little over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes into this contest. Bunday gonna fire the 3. Shot off the back iron, no good. Haley Jones grabs the rebound.
Haley Jones, we talked about her performance yesterday, 21 points, only 2 rebounds already, doing a good job on the boards, boxing out.
Jones trying to feed that one through. She was looking for Maddie Newkirk off the foot of one of the Green Knight players. It'll stay with Monmouth.
Good defense again. Bunday getting her foot in there that time, kicking it away, making Monmouth take it out underneath.
Right under the basket, Justine Boone. Monmouth has their second lead of the contest, 6-4.
And just an excellent run play out of bounds. We see the Green Knights that all season long. Good plays out of the out of bounds. You got to execute them, get some easy points. And they did nicely that time, weak side on the block.
Green Knights staring down that zone. That's knocked away by Boone. She's so quick defensively, so dangerous. Bunday able to get back to it. Here's Stephanie Bunday with a basketball once again. It's 7 on the shot clock now for the Green Knights. Here's Aaron Boggins. Finds a soft spot, fires, long range, shot no good. Zipporah Williams grabs the rebound.
I take that back. It's more of a 1-3-1 style zone. Good disguising at that time by Monmouth. At that time it looked definitely like a 1-3-1, but they're active hands and they're capable of doing that 1-3-1 by using their hands and forcing up bad shots and passes.
Forcing up a shot that time was Colleen Forrest. Best statistically from the three-point line in Midwest Conference play. The last time these two teams met, she had 6 three-pointers. No good that time.
Justine Boone, she's going to look at the top player, that 1-3-1 up top, going to force the Green Knights to one side of the floor.
Cross-court pass, Boggins located, shot up, no good. The unfriendly roll.
Well, Monmouth definitely coming to play today. Good flying out that time, closing out on Boggins, getting the hand in the face.
Back up top, Zipporah Williams working that one over now to Justine Boone, trying to get it back inside. Williams will get called for traveling for the second time in this contest.
Yeah, caught it right underneath the basket. Not a lot of room to do anything with it. She wanted to make a quick move. Got caught moving the feet.
Marla Willard had a nice game off the bench yesterday, 4 of 8. She had 13 rebounds and 8 points for the Fighting Scots. It was very big in the first half, a little quieter in the second half. And Willard checks in, number 22 on the Monmouth side.
Again, the Green Knights working around the perimeter, Matt. They're going to look to try to dissect this zone and a quick 3 this time.
Krista Pelkey can't keep the magic going that she had yesterday as she misfires. Monmouth keeps the 6-4 lead and takes the basketball back.
Give Willard credit that time, getting a body on Jamie Cool. Cool almost coming over the back with a foul. No whistle, but a good box out to clear the board.
Jones trying to work baseline, heaves up the shot, no good. Rebound loose, Pelkey tips it, and Justine Boone gets called for the foul.
And just as I say, that good box out by the Knights. Boone going to be whistled with a foul. That's our first foul of the game, nearly 5 minutes into it.
Changes on both sides. Kristen Zimmerman, the senior, checks in, number 30 on the Green Knights side. Also checking in, number 30 for the Fighting Scots, Kaylee Corbin, the 5'7" freshman. Boggins picks up the dribble. And Stephanie Bunday also picked it up and shuffled her feet.
She wanted to go to Hermes right side. Hermes cut, though, back door. She got covered in doing that, and she had to get rid of it. Bunday could not do it so without traveling. Turnover, Green Knights. They got to fix that turnover bug here early on.
Yeah, 2 so far for the Green Knights. Monmouth charged with 4 turnovers early in this contest. Here's Boone, walking baseline, right into the foot of Boggins. Nothing coming easy early on here, Mike.
No, both these squads here ready to play here today. 6-4, Green Knights trailing early on. This game has been tied twice already at 2-4, and biggest lead, 2 points either side.
Jones inbounds, Justine Boone penetrating right to the hoop. Can't get that shot to go. Hermes grabs the rebound.
A good board that time, but a poor pass.
A steal by Boone, and she's fouled by Hermes on the way up. There is Justine Boone with a steal once again. As we mentioned, she averages 3.6 per game. Tops in the Midwest Conference, and she had a bunch yesterday as well.
Yeah, sloppy play by the senior Rachel Hermes that time. You got to take care of the basketball. Staying there in the backcourt, Justine Boone paying attention that time and stealing a quick one. She's going to get free throws to extend this lead.
Justine Boone knocks down her first free throw. Good free throw shooter, 65%, 66% actually, 50 of 76. And that one makes sure it surveys the entire rim before falling through.
At the friendly confines on the road of Coach Connie Tilly Court, benefiting Monmouth early on.
Monmouth now leading 8-4 over the Green Knights. Green Knights working a perimeter inside. Hermes double teamed and fouled under the basket.
Well, nearly a travel and nearly a tie-up that time. They're going to get the foul first. Good rotating defense that time by Monmouth. Hermes, though, with a quick spin. As soon as she caught it, she knew she was going to be double teamed. She spun out of it and got the whistle.
Yeah, fantastic energy right now by Monmouth as well. Really getting to that ball carrier as fast as they can.
Well, they know they're on the road here. They're going to have to come out ready to play. They cannot afford to get down early in this contest by 10 points or even 8 points at that. They want to stay close, stay with the lead, play with the lead, knock down free throws late. And right now, their game plan is working good.
Zimmerman's shot was no good. The Green Knights now 2 of 8 from the field. Turnovers keeping them in this basketball game early on. That's their 5th turnover. Bunday with a runner inside. That one's good.
Yeah, Bunday good in the transition there, pulling up 6 to 8 feet out. That time along the baseline, knocked it down without numbers that time, about 3-on-1 break that time. Monmouth, though, with the numbers on defense. Bunday, though, good job maneuvering the basketball, getting it to drop.
Here's Haley Jones stepping into the lane, steps back, shot over Boggins, no good. Rebounded by Willard on the offensive boards, and she puts it back.
Just sticking with it. You got to box out everybody. The Green Knights didn't do a good job that time on the boards. Good play by Willard there to get inside and using the big piece of glass up top.
By the way, 19 offensive boards for Monmouth yesterday. A lot of second chance points go the way of the team in red yesterday against Carroll, and a turnover by Rachel Hermes.
And Willard, an offensive board and a putback, second on the team of offensive rebounds in the regular season with 58. Averaged 7.1 rebounds per contest. Excellent, excellent rebounder.
Yeah, she and Zipporah Williams, 2 of the tops in the Midwest Conference. They showed why yesterday in that matchup against Carroll. Here's Justine Boone. Krista Hawkinson has checked into the game. Boone, runner, no good. Rebounded by Krista Pelkey. Green Knights outlet trailing by 4, and we have trouble in the backcourt. Kaylee Corbin hunched over under the St. Norbert hoop. Lofting inside. There's Cool. Cannot convert. Hawkinson gets to it. Corbin still in the backcourt, so it's 5-on-4 right now. Monmouth gets the basketball, and a timeout taken by the Fighting Scots.
Yeah, Monmouth wanting to stop the play. They allow Corbin to catch her breath and get her off the floor, but they cannot stop the momentum of one team just because of an injury like that. Otherwise, we'd see a lot of that being done, like the forbidden, if you will, the California-Oregon football game this year, the fake injuries like that. We'd have that going on here today, but that's just a rumor. Nobody knows if it's official or not, but I'll be one of those to admit that it looked kind of suspicious out there. But good job here taking a quick timeout and getting a fresh player out there.
It'll be Taylor Rubarts checking in the place of Corbin. Rubarts has the basketball now. 4 points off the bench yesterday for Taylor Rubarts. Inside look, Williams, runner, deflected by Cool, and that pokes free to Stephanie Bunday. Bunday running the floor, stops, pops, and drops the shot inside the paint.
The second time in 3 trips, Bunday's got out in transition, knocked it down in the open lane. Again, we've seen the one girl, Haley Jones, back defensively against Bunday. The 4 other players of Monmouth chasing just about a step and a half too late as Steph Bunday knocks it down again.
4 points for the senior, the Green Bay native Stephanie Bunday. Here's Rubarts with the basketball now. Cut off, needs help, locates Willard. Inside, nice step-through move by Willard.
She's very fundamentally sound, moving those feet, getting in position to avoid the contact and the alteration of a shot, knocks it down again inside.
Look at the quickness of Krista Hawkinson back the other way. 12-10, Monmouth still with the lead.
A good quick answer, get the ball up the floor immediately with Monmouth not back on defense yet, beat the zone, and get a good quick two.
Here is Haley Jones with the basketball, staring down Krista Hawkinson. By the way, if you take a look at the stat line, the play-by-play from that game where the Green Knights came back with that 14-0 run in the final 4 minutes and 40 seconds, you'll see Krista Hawkinson's name all over it. Assists, steals, a couple of points, and a foul with 1 second left on the shot clock against the Green Knights.
Now they're going to get, I believe, Jamie Cool with the foul right there. Not a good play there as Zipporah Williams getting the shot off. Recognition that time. The shot never hit the rim. It hit the backboard. Got it back 4 feet out. Turnaround jumper. Almost got it to drop. Turn quick fire and Cool bailing out Monmouth.
4 of 6 yesterday for Zipporah Williams. No 2 free throws bigger than when it was 62-61, and Zipporah Williams hit 2 to put the Fighting Scots up by a triple, and 1 final Carroll possession with 2 seconds left.
Free throws are going to play a big part in this game today, Matt. Not just the ones in the late second half of play, but even these early on in the contest. You want to knock down every free throw opportunity you get. Right now, Monmouth 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. The Green Knights, they have yet to convert on a free throw try. They've yet to get there. And if you look at the 2 matchups prior, Monmouth, they took 4 free throws in 2 games as the Green Knights took 27 and 18 respectively in those 2 ball games.
We saw how early free throws played a big factor in that game yesterday for Illinois College against Grinnell. They started off 2 of 11, ended up losing that game by 2 points. Came back in, I believe, about 20 of 32 at the final. But it was those free throws early on in the game that cost Illinois College that basketball game. So very great point by you, Mike. They count all the same, whether they're in the first minute or the last. Timeout will be taken by St. Norbert. They trail by 4, 10:45 remaining. You see it on your computer screen. You're on Midwest Conference TV. Midwest Conference Championship Contest. Number 1 seeded St. Norbert Green Knights. Number 2 seeded Monmouth. Right now, Monmouth doing a good job. You talk about road games, road halves, road quarters, road period, where you just kind of grind it out, trying to take a lead into the break, and right now Monmouth doing a good job of that.
Oh, they're doing an excellent job coming out here, firing and getting into the rhythm here. A couple of turnovers, too many early on in the contest. They're up to 5, but they forced 4 against the Green Knights, doing a good job amplifying their defense intensity. Everybody's flying around, active hands, moving to their rotations quickly, not lollygagging around defensively, and they're getting good looks inside. They've taken 1 3-point try to the Green Knights 4, so they're trying to get inside the painted area, get to the free throw line. They're 4 of 4. They're doing all the little things right now and getting the job done.
And that's kind of the contrast right now, as Monmouth has been getting the good looks inside. St. Norbert's been getting down low, but every look contested by 1 or 2 or sometimes even 3 players.
And the Green Knights, they have 10 points so far, and 4 of those coming on Bunday transition points.
Newkirk's shot is no good. Jamie Cool grabs the rebound, and the Green Knights will try again offensively with Aaron Boggins at the helm. Hawkinson working inside. Jamie Cool has that one slapped away by Willard.
Great rejection that time. Perfect timing coming with a tomahawk slam and getting that one away.
Hawkinson can't get that one through. And Jamie Cool will get called for the foul out of bounds as Willard was trying to keep the basketball alive.
That's going to be her 2nd foul already, Matt, so she's going to have to take a seat with Hermes quickly back up off the bench. Jamie Cool, she gets in foul trouble early on. Watch out, because she's one of the best rebounders here in the Midwest Conference and asserts herself nicely in the low post, a near double-double machine.
And we're going to see Lauren Carmen checking in, number 31 for the Green Knights, the freshman, pretty early on. Usually don't see her until the late portions of the first half, sometimes not even until the second half.
Yeah, let's see how many deep the Green Knights decided to go in their rotation. They started the season around 13, 14 players on a regular basis getting into the lineup. They've shortened up the rotation down the stretch, and we'll see how the foul trouble plays tonight.
Haley Jones with a jump step in the lane. Monmouth stretches their lead out. It's their largest now, 6 at 16-10.
Another shot in the painted area. Matt, they're doing a good job. Dribble penetration, pulling up when need be. And again, defensively, active hands, collapsing in the low block. They're going to take away the inside game of Rachel Hermes and Jamie Cool.
Turnover number 5 as Kristen Zimmerman throws that one into traffic. Monmouth with a chance to stretch it out to 8 now. Haley Jones, we saw this a couple times yesterday, gets called for the travel.
Yeah, right now, a little too antsy this time with the basketball. Monmouth, they want to attack the rim. They want to be efficient offensively, and sometimes they just take that little stutter step prior to taking the dribble, and it's cost them now with half a dozen turnovers here halfway home.
Lauren Carmen checks into the game, number 31 for the Green Knights, averages 7.7 minutes per game. Seen some early action in the Midwest Conference Championship game. Bunday over to Hawkinson, back to Bunday. Cross-court pass, Boggins open for a second, decided against it. 5 on the shot clock now. Stephanie Bunday will fire, cannot connect. Willard has that one slapped away after she gets the rebound, and Monmouth takes over.
You've seen that time, shot clock winding down under 10 at about 7. Carlene Forrest backed up, baited Stephanie Bunday and taking that three-point try that time. Knew she's not a great three-point threat. Bunday had to toss it up there, shot clock winding down, and it forced the miss back iron.
Yeah, Stephanie Bunday, 2 of 16 on the season, 12%. Another one for Haley Jones. The lead is now 8.
Again, she gets to the free throw line, extended inside the lane, jump stop, pops it. Not a hand in her face that time, she knocks it down, and now at 8-point margin, their biggest lead of the contest.
Connie Tilley going to take another timeout here for the Green Knights. 2 early ones. 8:34 remains, and the Fighting Scots with an 8-point lead here at Schuldes.
Doing a good job, Matt. Again, getting to the paint, jump stop, nobody in the lane. They're spreading you out offensively. Good ball movement around the perimeter. And when they don't turn it over, they get good looks like they just had there. Haley Jones knocking it down, leading the way with 6 points. Balanced offense. They have 4 players scored at least 4 points, and Haley Jones leading the way with 6.
Yeah, looking good so far. Looking like she's picking up right where she left off yesterday. And right now the Green Knights looking for answers. Their shooting percentage not at all what they would expect. 5 of 17 right now, 29.4%. Send a lot of that credit Monmouth's way, as there hasn't been a good look for the Green Knights yet.
Well, you got to credit the zone, the 1-3-1, 2-3. They're mixing and matching down their defensive end. Everybody flying around, playing their defensive area, their assignments. They're communicating offensively, active hands. You got to love the fundamentals they're displaying here tonight. The last game of the season. If they do not win here today, you win, you advance to the big dance. You lay it all on the line. All the fundamentals you work on every day in practice, put them on display here today and see what happens. And they're benefiting right now with an 8-point cushion.
So the Green Knights draw up out of the timeout. They're looking for answers against this Monmouth team. Don't forget, this is a Monmouth team that lost a couple of leads to Carroll yesterday. Teams capable of coming back. The Green Knights are going to have to find those shots.
Again, we see Boone forcing the Green Knights to one side, not allowing Boggins to reverse the basketball.
Runner. Hawkinson finds the baseline for the second time, and she breaks the Green Knight drought.
And that's why Monmouth, when you play the 1-3-1, you do not want to allow your opposition to maneuver the basketball the opposite side of the floor. Everybody's got to react quickly, get to their spot. Advantage offense when they can get reversals like that.
Maddie Newkirk tosses that one to Forrest. Boggins there to pick up that loose ball. In transition, Boggins trying to throw that one over to Hermes. A little too strong. Basketball's loose. And Monmouth going to take a timeout.
Yeah, Boggins about a half a step too late that time with that bounce pass. She wanted to give it to Hermes, but probably should have given it up a little earlier. Maybe could have got it right back for an easy 2. Monmouth reading that one all the way because it was too late to toss that one over to Hawkinson running the right lane. Good job defensively. Not a kick ball. I kind of thought that the refs were going to blow a whistle there for a kick, but they're down there on the floor, and that's why we're up here in the crow's nest.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to tell if indeed Boggins was trying to get that one over to Hawkinson. She put a lot of steam on that one, and it seemed like maybe a little too much for Hermes to handle.
Yeah, exactly, and also the defense got in there. They recognized they had 2 girls. It was a 2-on-3 break advantage. Knights with the 3. You want to get that ball to the middle as soon as possible, at least at top of the key, heading down inside the 3-point line. You work on that 3-on-2, 2-on-1 basketball drill every other day in practice. I know I always did in high school. It's a fun drill to play offensively. We got to take care of the basketball, get it to the middle, so you have 2 options. Instead of at the wing, you only really have 1.
So it is Monmouth with the lead and the basketball. They lead by half a dozen. A foul underneath. Suddenly, the foul's starting to stack up on the Green Knights side. That's their 4th team foul. Bunday's first.
And only 14 fouls, 7:41 to go first half. Plenty of time here. Play aggressive defensively. If you pick up a cheap one, as long as you're not Jamie Cool or somebody to pick up your second, you're all right. Plenty of time yet. You still have 2 fouls to give before Monmouth is shooting free throws.
And we haven't seen Jamie Cool back into the contest yet either. She's been sitting down for quite a bit.
And if the Green Knights can keep it close, we probably will not see her until the second half starts.
Nice rotation. There's Newkirk waiting for the shot. No good off the back iron, and Bunday grabs the rebound. Stephanie Bunday surveying the options. There's that 1-3-1 zone. 1-3-2-3, kind of a mesh of a zone. Locating Boggins on the far side, on the near side rather, and Rachel Hermes has now picked up her second foul.
We've seen Bunday picked up her dribble well off the three-point line. Matt, not a shooting threat outside the three-point line, 6-8 feet. You see Boone again back up, bait Bunday to throw it on that side of the floor, not allow her to reversal. She does get it on the opposite side of the floor, but Hermes to Boggins, a long-range shot contested. Williams weak side, nice rebound, and Hermes too aggressive there trying to get the steal.
Freshman out of River Forest, Illinois, number 40, Maggie Tansey checks in. So we've seen 2 freshmen rolled off the bench, Tansey and Carmen. Here's Justine Boone working up top. Forrest will fire the 3. Shot no good. Forrest struggled from 3 yesterday. She's going to try again and knocks it down this time.
Well, why not? Best shot to shoot a 3. Best time to shoot a 3-pointers on an offensive rebound. Everybody scrambling to find their men. Their guys are supposed to be guarding an open 3-pointer in rhythm, stepping into it. Knocks this one down.
Largest lead of the contest for Monmouth now. It's 9. Maddie Newkirk with a steal as they were looking inside for Zimmerman. Justine Boone right in, runner, no good. Rebound to Stephanie Bunday.
Would have been a huge momentum shift, pushing the lead to double digits, still at 9. Open opportunity missed as Pelkey cuts it down.
Yeah, Pelkey fires right back after hitting 7 yesterday. Pelkey now on the board with 5 points, 21-15.
You want to convert the easy ones underneath. Monmouth let one get away from them, those 2 points. They won't get back. They're going to have to play good, solid defense here the remainder first half.
Jones steps back. That was a long 2. Her foot was on the line. Tansey fights for the rebound, but her foot's out of bounds.
I thought they're going to whistle number 24 with the foul, Maddie Newkirk there, the leg trip, but no, it's going to be Monmouth basketball, so they're going to get a break there. Under 6 minutes of play here. Crucial part of the contest here, heading into halftime. These next 5:52, who's going to go in there with the momentum and come out with the basketball and some fire in the cylinder, if you will.
And we saw that yesterday. St. Norbert heated up as the Pere Williams will get called for the charge. St. Norbert heated up a little bit toward the end of the first half against Illinois College and brought all that momentum into the second half and started running away right away after the break.
And we've seen the Green Knights get hot at the end of the first half, and then they come out slow in the second half. Let's see if they can get hot here in the next 5:40 plus and come out of the halftime with that momentum and same fire and intensity. That time Williams too aggressive. Got to pull up with a little jumper, kick it back out because Zimmerman, the senior, was in the right place, right time.
Boggins looking inside for Tansey, trying to force that one through a sea of red, and it's ripped away by Maddie Newkirk.
Everybody getting involved defensively. Good job of coming around the player, then being Zimmerman this time and not fouling her by going through her.
Justine Boone, cross-court pass, Colleen Forrest. You have to stay on her all the way out. Forrest has shown she has some range. Boone rips that one away. Stephanie Bunday takes it right back. Bunday, cross-court pass. Pelkey, long-range 3 is good for Krista Pelkey. 2 in a row. Cuts the lead back to 3.
Well, she's carrying the 3-pointers over from yesterday. She caught that one as soon as the ball was on her way. She had to take a side step to the corner. She knew exactly she wanted to shoot it. Without even thinking, she took the shot with a couple of hands in her face.
Now it's Monmouth looking for the answers. Jones, spin move in the lane. Nice move by Haley Jones.
Assassin-like, just a spin move, calm, cool, and collective, and knocking that one down. Knew exactly where she was on the floor when she came off that spin. That's the second time she's done that maneuver.
Jones now with 8 points. Aaron Boggins, Stephanie Bunday on the far side.
You see Haley Jones here, Matt, excuse me for jumping in here, but she's pointing out exactly, recognizing where Krista Pelkey is at all times, because she knows she could catch fire here. She's hit the last 2 from outside. You now want to let her get a third one here.
Yeah, she's proved she's been very dangerous this weekend. Lauren Carmen going to check back in on the Green Knights side for Zimmerman. Jones out. Erica Puig in for the first time, number 21 on the Monmouth side.
You can't imagine Haley Jones is going to be out of this contest for much longer. Just a quick blow here. 4:13 to go first half. Get some water, get some oxygen. She'll be back out there in no time.
Tansey can fire from outside. Does not connect to Zipporah Williams. Grabs the rebound.
They're racking up the rebounds early on. Williams now up to 4 on the boards. Doing a good job boxing out the Green Knights interior players.
Yeah, she was a very important player yesterday. Both when she was on the floor and on the bench, you could tell Monmouth was struggling without her presence, and a travel this time by the Fighting Scots.
Yeah, travel Puig too quickly maneuvering her feet that time. Forrest coming out of the contest now as well, as Tansey getting a talking to from Coach Tilly in the sideline. Did not like that shot opportunity. Run the offense, time or two through, and then off ball reversal, force up the 3.
Nice to see Corbin back into the contest, number 30 for Monmouth, after going out a little earlier. Trying to locate Aaron Boggins in the soft spot of the zone, and Monmouth collapses. Here's Boone racing back. Boone. Maddie Newkirk from the free throw line knocks it down.
And Boone got bumped 3 or 4 times that time. No whistle from the officials. Doesn't matter. Finds her open teammate. Another open look inside 15 feet. And the Fighting Scots knock it down again.
Boone with 6 assists yesterday. Has 2 already today. Cross-court pass. Pelkey. One more. No. It'll be rebounded by Zipporah Williams.
That time the defense was in her face from the get-go. Had to shoot that one on the run a little bit. Good shot, though. Check a heat check that time from Pelkey. No good. Get back, play solid D.
25-18, 7-point lead for the Fighting Scots with a basketball. Less than 3 now remains in the first half. Inside, Newkirk. Fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, nice pass there that time. It didn't look like she was going to convert that one, but a nice soft lob in traffic, and right to the rim she goes. Newkirk, a good, hard, aggressive. He's seen that little pump fake at the end of the jump stop, get the defense in the air, absorb the contact, and nearly he's going to have a 3-point play out of it.
Newkirk, 42 of 64, 66% free throw shooter on the season. Boy, that rim has been friendly, hasn't it?
Extra friendly here today for Monmouth. They got the win yesterday, shooting good free throws from the charity stripe, 13-17. And right today, continuing a knock on wood for the don't jinx them there, but they're 5 of 5.
First free throws of the weekend for Maddie Newkirk. Good on both. Lead back up to 9 for Monmouth. Nice response after the Green Knights cut that lead to 3.
Again, we see full court pressure now. Boone just dropping back 1-3-1, bringing the defense with her. They stepping out, forcing the Green Knights to run some time and possibly forcing a turnover to lead to a transition opportunity.
Inside look, Zimmerman, turnaround shot, and one coming up for Kristen Zimmerman.
That's the first time they've been patient with the basketball outside, allow the interior players by spreading out everybody 10 to 15 feet apart. Zimmerman allowed to work inside one-on-one, caught it in traffic, and a quick turn off the window. 3-point play opportunity.
Kristen Zimmerman, 8 of 9 on the season. Hasn't seen much time at the free throw line, but she's dangerous when she gets there. And the conventional 3-point play for the senior. There's the heave right down. No good for Puig. Rebound loose, and I think they're going to get Zipporah Williams for the foul.
A tough break that time. Good recognition that time. Wide open. Puig underneath. You got to convert the easy left-handed layup. Unsuccessful in Vapora. She's going to get that foul. That's going to be her first, and too bad for her. Hustling down there as you should, helping out your teammate just in case you missed that layup. But you got to have those bunnies. That's 2 layups now Monmouth has missed.
Well, I'll tell you what. Justine Boone looking like Alex Tanny with a full court pass. Shot up from Hawkinson. She has 6 now. 27-23. The Green Knights striking back.
That's a 4-point swing to foul that time because of the missed layup. Converts points for the Green Knights. It should be 21-31 right now. Monmouth on top, but it's only a 4-point game, and they turn it over again.
Another steal by the Green Knights. Turnover number 11 for Monmouth. Corbin steals that, locates Boone. Pelkey coming back. She'll get called for the foul.
A good foul that time. Not allow her to get the shot off in the process. Make her earn these 2. Pelkey, I believe that's her first foul, so a good one. Make her earn 2 points, and now it's actually going to be 1-1 because they're going to call it on the ground.
Boone already 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That foul for Puig was her first. They had originally given it to Zipporah Williams and listed it as her second. It still shows up on our live stats as her second. I believe Zipporah Williams with only one foul.
See, that could have been another layup opportunity, but because Pelkey committed the foul, her first on the ground, 1-1, the front end was missed. No points on the board for Monmouth.
Yeah, so a smart foul by Krista Pelkey. That one into the hands of Bundy, and Bundy will be fouled. She spins to the deck. Haley Jones, the guilty party.
I don't know about that foul. Let them play. Good players here, hustling all over the floor. A championship contest. Let that one play out. Incidental contact along the baseline. Tough break that time for Jones and Monmouth. Now they're up to 16 fouls. The next one, St. Norbert was shooting bonus, but I think you got to let that one just play out.
90 seconds. Nice pass. Zimmerman fouled by Willard.
Another big block attempt from Willard. She had the big one early on going against Rachel Hermes, sending that one back to the next area code. This time, another near block, but I think they're going to call too much body below the waist.
Averages 1.2 per game, third best in the Midwest Conference, and Zimmerman steps back to the line. Good again.
And 90 seconds of play. Now, if Zimmerman converts this, we got ourselves a 2-point ball game.
They've trailed by 9 twice. Last time they cut it to 3, and now they have cut it back to 2. 27-25. Boone running the floor for the Fighting Scots. Here's Corbin. Maddie Newkirk. Justine Boone thought about it for a second, decided against it. Now Corbin. Boone open again. Hawkinson gets over. Corbin will fire the 3. Long, and that is rebounded by Krista Pelkey, and a foul by Newkirk.
Yeah, not a smart foul. Reaching from behind that time. Pelkey 70 feet away from the cup, but now you're going to send one of the better free throw shooters, not only on the team, but in the conference, well above 80%. Pelkey, she's been hot from long distance. You got to think she's going to make at least one of these.
87.5% on the season for Krista Pelkey. Third best in the Midwest Conference. She knocks down the first.
A chance to tie this game. 1:07 to play first half. St. Norbert again. Here we see that end of the first half run.
We are tied once again at 27. A very resilient St. Norbert Green Knights squad coming back on Monmouth here in the Midwest Conference Championship game. And a minute remains in the first half.
And Monmouth has a chance here. Run this down, get a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Boone with a head fake, works inside. Newkirk tosses that one back. That's going to be an over and back violation against the Fighting Scots.
Turnover after turnover after turnover here. The last couple of possessions. That missed free throw thrown in there as well. Monmouth been scoreless here for some time now. They got to be patient with the basketball offensively. They'll get the ball back here at least one more time. Get a good defensive stop and a score. And no, they're going to give it back to Monmouth.
The officials on the far side had a discussion, and they decided that it was deflected by one of the Green Knight players. I believe they were pointing at Krista Hawkinson, and Monmouth is going to take the basketball back.
Yeah, good call that time. The officials discussing that one, because I thought originally that was deflected. I did not think that was going to be an over and back call, but good job correcting the call here. They got the shot clock already fixed, 11 seconds as it should be. Monmouth still a chance for a 2-for-1 here. They got 11 seconds to get a shot off here, about 6-second differential from the 30.
Well, new life on this possession. Let's see if Monmouth makes it count. Watch Newkirk at the free throw line.
And that's going to reset the shot clock, I do believe.
And put it back up to 15 seconds on the kick. Newkirk at that free throw line had so many opportunities yesterday in that zone against Carroll. There she is again. Colleen Forrest has that one adjusted by Pelkey. The Green Knights do need to get a shot off. Stephanie Bundy will set up the offense now for St. Norbert. It's 15 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. Bundy.
Looks like Boone here. Matt's pointing out who's going to guard who. They're going to switch up to a man-to-man right there, I think. 2-3 zone right now. They're going to stay with it.
Bundy, cross-court pass. Hawkinson wanted to fire the 3. There is Marla Willard once again for what should be her third block of the game.
She came from the low block on the left-hand side of the painted area to jump out there as the ball was in air. She made up some ground before Hawkinson could get that one released. She got her timing down and knocked it down.
4 seconds. Willard trying to get to the loose ball. Time expires here in the first half. We're going into the break, all tied up at 27.
What a way to end the first half for the Green Knights. They know they don't have the lead going in, but they made up some ground, trailing by 9 points, 21-12, and a chance for Monmouth. They had 3 missed layups here in the first half. They could have captured the lead here by 6 points. Or at least 2 of those missed layups led to points the other way. One on a foul. The foul on Pelkey that she knocked both free throws down. The other one, Bunday, took off the other way and knocked down an easy jumper.
Yeah, missed opportunities on both ends, really, if you look at it. Monmouth shooting 41%, not bad. St. Norbert was shooting very poorly to start off this first half, which kind of got them in that funk where Monmouth took the 9-point lead. And like you said, good job by St. Norbert to make sure that when Monmouth did make their mistakes, they went back the other way and capitalized.
Absolutely, and they got Krista Pelkey hot and open there for that little spell. She knocked down 2 3-pointers, got that 2 free throw opportunities. She knocked both of those down as well. They gotta find somebody else here in the second half to get some points on the board. Hawkinson with 6, Zimmerman with 5. So the bench contributing nicely, but the starting unit, whether it be Boggins, Bunday, or Hermes, one of those or 2 of those players in the starting rotation has to help out, or maybe Jamie Kuhl, who sat for much of that first half.
Yeah, Jamie Kuhl and Rachel Hermes sat down for quite a while too. She picked up that second foul. Between those 2 post players, only 2 points up on the board, and they belong to Kuhl. And if you're Monmouth right now, what do you say to yourself knowing that Hermes and Jamie Kuhl are in? Better yet, if you're St. Norbert, do you start running the offense back through them like you tried early on?
Well, you got to try to get it inside, but the zone, the 1-3-1-2-3 look, they're doing a good job of making it awfully difficult for life on the interior. They're taking that away, forcing the Green Knights to hoist up 3-pointers. They made them take 11 threes in the first half. Yes, they converted on 2 of those, but only 2 of 11. That's 9 misses, 9 possessions that the Green Knights have come up empty on. And the Green Knights sitting there with only 2 offensive rebounds. The rebound battle is being nicely won right now by Monmouth by only 2, but they're holding only to 2 rebounds offensively for the Green Knights.
Kind of the story of the St. Norbert Green Knight season that we saw in the first half, those spurts where nothing will fall for them. And then finally they kicked it into high gear toward the end of that first half. And you had mentioned earlier that sometimes we see that out of the halftime break for the Green Knights. Is that something that Monmouth could capitalize on? And is that something that the Green Knights are, what do you do to stop that from happening?
Well, you got to make shots. That's how you're going to stop it, Matt, obviously. But no, you got to come out here with that same intensity you had in the first half. If you're Monmouth, make sure St. Norbert does not come out of halftime on a run. Get out and get onto a little bit of a run yourself. Get 2, 3 quick buckets. Get some distance between yourself and St. Norbert. A little bit of breathing room. I know 6 points is not a whole heck of a lot, but in a championship game like it is today, both teams coming here to play, both wanting this game badly. It's 6 points is going to be, might be a little mountain here to climb here in the last couple of minutes.
And let's not forget the last time these 2 teams met, it was Monmouth that came out and went on a nice run out of the halftime break, and then St. Norbert came back with that 14-0 run to take control in the last 4:40. But like we said, this is a different Monmouth team than we saw back in December, and I would venture to say it's even a different team than St. Norbert saw back in January.
Absolutely. Both these teams here playing hard. Monmouth, we shown led pretty much the entire way the first half. We had a tie at 2, tie at 4, and then we tied again here at the half. They led all in there between there, and they're doing a good job. They got to appreciate their effort here tonight. And 11 first half turnovers, but they forced 11 as well. That's even. Pretty much every statistic we look at here is about even. So it'll be an interesting second half to play, and stick around for it because it's going to be a fun one.
Midwest Conference Championship and a berth in the Division III Women's Tournament on the line. 20 minutes to decide it. We're all deadlocked here at 27 between St. Norbert and Monmouth. Stick around. We'll be back here on Midwest Conference TV about 10 minutes with the start of the second half. Welcome back, everyone. 27-all in the Midwest Conference Championship game on the women's side. St. Norbert and Monmouth College. Matt Pena back alongside Mike Zwiefel. In a first half that saw Monmouth take the advantage to 9 twice. St. Norbert clawed back once to get within 3, and then at the break brought it back to even, and that's where we sit going into the second half.
Yeah, Monmouth jumped out to a 9-point lead, had a chance to make it 11 or 13 with a couple of missed layups on the offensive end and then some missed free throws. And that really got the Green Knights jump started when it was 21-12. That's when Krista Pelkey took off her 2 3-pointers, her 2 free throws, finishing the first half with 10 points combined. Did a good job there with an 8-0 run of her own, and then also helping getting inside off the bench. Krista Hawkinson and Kristen Zimmerman helping out. It's been that three-headed monster, yeah, the unexpected three-headed monster of Pelkey, Zimmerman, and Hawkinson getting the job done for the Knights, and they're luckily here right to be now at tied at 27 at half.
Yeah, and especially with the loss of Jamie Cool and Rachel Hermes in that first half to foul trouble, both of them picking up 2 fouls pretty early on. Jamie Cool, the leading scorer on this squad with only 2 points so far. Rachel Hermes, another one of the leading scorers. They're going to need to pick it up here in the second half. Yeah, they're going to have to play a little better brand of basketball. And also the perimeter guys, they're going to have to get them involved by rotating the basketball a little crisper and allowing the post players to get in position by sealing off the weak side defenders on their backside and getting in position to catch a pass directly from the outside inside and knocking one off the window. So it's going to be a little bit of a team ball this half, as it always is. Team ball, you got to play team-wise, but you got to do a better job moving the basketball to set up the inside presence, catching the defense off guard on rotations. As far as Monmouth is concerned, Haley Jones, after her nice performance yesterday, also continuing her hot streak. 8 points on 4 of 8 shooting, 3 rebounds and an assist as well. Zipporah Williams has 4 points. More importantly, 5 rebounds for Zipporah Williams. Number 32, we see her back out there. She also got in a little bit of foul trouble. Yes, she did, Matt, and it's really the catalyst on the defensive end. You got to give the credit to number 23, Justine Boone, doing a good job forcing the offense of St. Norbert to one side of the floor in that 1-3-1 zone in the first half we've seen so much of. They're going to come out here, started out, it looks like a 2-3 zone this time. And watch out for Boone up top, forcing the defense, causing havoc with their hands up in the air. We're 20 minutes away from crowning the 2010-2011 Midwest Conference Tournament champion. Will they be wearing white? Will they be wearing red? Are we more than 20 minutes away? All those questions to be answered. Sounds like we're playing 20 questions up here in the booth, Matt. Travel going to be called by Aaron Boggins. I was never very good at that game. I can tell you're asking the same question over and over. I never really got that game. Just tell me what it is. Why do I got to ask what it is? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just for people that take long car rides. All right, it's better than the license plate game. Easy now, guy. Better than the license plate game. That game gets old real fast. I'll tell you what, I've been in my car way too often here the last couple of months. I put on 17,000 miles here since August. My goodness. I hope you got your oil changed at least once. Well, I'm about over 1,000 due here, and that little Cavalier for a guy 6'5" is not the ideal clown car to have, let me tell you. So here is Monmouth with their first possession of this second half. Trying to put themselves back on top. Their largest lead was 9. St. Norbert's largest lead was 2. There's Zipporah Williams. Inside over Rachel Hermes, just as she did to start off the first half. Zipporah Williams puts Monmouth back up by a pair. 3 ties in the first half, 2-4, 27 points, and 2 lead changes. Monmouth back with the lead here to start the second half. For another lead change, Krista Pelkey misfires after 7 3-pointers yesterday. Pelkey cooling down a bit from outside. She's now 2 of 4. Yeah, good open look that time. I think Pelkey just a little too wide open there. First shot of the second half. Get your legs back under you after you sat out for that 15 minutes intermission. It's hard to get used to shooting the long range to start it off. Oh, you can't leave Colleen Forrest that wide open, and St. Norbert dodges a bullet as Forrest can't convert. And Forrest might be an X factor here in the second half. 1 3-pointer in the first half. She catches fire. She made 69 plus in the regular season. Watch out, she can catch lightning in a bottle. Yeah, Forrest hit a couple late ones yesterday to help Monmouth in that win over Carroll. Here's Hermes, baseline, and Newkirk skies, and will get called for the foul. There's a good pump fake that time by Hermes. The defense flying around. We've seen a number of times they're jumping, forcing the hard shots, forcing the Green Knights to shoot over them a little higher than normal, and also getting a couple blocks down low. That time, Newkirk should have took a little different angle. Second on Maddie Newkirk. Stephanie Bundy inbound for the Green Knights. We'll locate Jamie Cool back out for Pelkey. Green Knights working the near side. Cross-court pass. Boggins fires the 3 and knocks it down. Another lead change. Green Knights up by 1.
Yeah, Forrest that time one step too far in the paint. Weak side, good ball movement. You see the skip pass from Bunday to Boggins. In rhythm, knocks it down. 30-29. Green Knights their first lead since it was 4-2.
Boggins hit 28 three-pointers on the season. She's a 36% three-point shooter. Here's Forrest. Can't knock that one down, and Forrest has been forcing a few up.
Yeah, she's not shy of launching the threes. Quick trigger that time, but well off the mark.
Here is Krista Pelkey on the far side. Zone still in employment by Monmouth. Boone trying to knock that one away. Forrest can't get to it. Nice play by Rachel Hermes on her knees. Keeps the dribble alive.
Yeah, good no call by the officials that time. Both players barely bump into each other. You don't need those touchy fouls in a championship game.
5 on the shot clock. Forced inside. Jamie Cool cannot convert. Gets her own rebound. Hacked over the top by Maddie Newkirk. Cool the line to shoot 2.
A good foul. Newkirk sent Cool to the floor. Not allow her to get that shot to go. She almost did, but a good hard foul that time. It was clean. It was a good hard foul. Nothing dirty that time. Send her to the line. Make her in these 2, but good persistence that time. Jamie Cool. She missed the easy one. Shot clock winding down. Staying with it. Getting a second try.
Yeah, you say it often, Mike. Make those fouls count. Don't let anybody get the shot off with a chance, and that's exactly what Newkirk did, as the first is good by Cool.
Yeah, you got 5 fouls. You only have 5 fouls. Use them and make them count. I know sometimes it sounds dirty when people say it that way, but you have to make them count. You cannot just touch somebody and get called for the foul and still allow them to finish the play. You got to make sure they cannot get that ball to go down. Make them earn them, as Jamie Cool just did from the charity stripe.
32-29, 3 points, the largest lead of the contest for the Green Knights. Here is Justine Boone speeding in under the hoop. Tries to dish that one off. Gets it back after the deflection. Forrest was open, but Pelkey seals off the passing lane.
It's the Green Knights coming out of the second half, out of the gates here in a nice run. A 5-2 run here to start it out. Let's see if they can maintain it.
3 on the way from Boggins. No good. Rebounded by Monmouth.
And we see the Fighting Scots now slowing down the pace when they get the basketball. The Green Knights want to be up and down. Monmouth taking their time.
The Fighting Scots backdoor play. There is Jones. Tough shot. Cool over the top. That's her 3rd foul.
And nice pass that time. Boone backdoor feed to Jones. Excellent pump fake. Get the defense out of position. Force the foul. And now Jamie Cool, as you said, 3 personal fouls. She's had a tough day at the office here tonight.
And it's not often that you see Jamie Cool getting herself into foul trouble. Jones knocks down the first.
And brings Zimmerman in. Cool. She's going to have to sit down here for a little while. 16:37 to play. An awfully long time. She's not been able to get into a rhythm out on the floor.
Haley Jones at the line, connects on the second. Monmouth doing a very good job from the free throw line. Both teams, in fact. Monmouth now 7 of 8, and the Green Knights 7 of 7. That pass deflected. Boone going to get to it first. Another steal for Justine Boone, charging in. Nice move by Boone around. Monmouth takes the lead back at 33-32.
Oh, I know there's a lot of game left, but if there's a player of the game honored to be won, it's got to be Justine Boone, the front runner.
Pelkey, baseline right, jumper, good. Another lead change, 34-33, Green Knights.
This has got the feeling of an excellent championship game coming down the final 60 minutes. Back and forth they've been all game long, and why not continue it here in the last 16?
Haley Jones taking a look around. Aaron Boggins, some tough defense on Jones. Forrest helps out. Here's Boone at the top of the key, looking inside. Zipporah Williams at the elbow. Going to give that one off to Boone, working the baseline. Runner, no good. Rebounds tipping free. And Hermes hobbling once again.
Yeah, Boone that time had a switcher arm. She wanted to go in the left-hand layup, switched it at the last second to the right hand on the left-hand side. Left it a little bit short. Got to credit the Green Knights that time getting in position as Boone again defensively. She's been everywhere in this contest.
Everywhere. Anytime that ball is loose, Justine Boone is close. And that foul will go against, I think that one went against Hermes. They still have Cool up there for her 3rd. And that'll be the 3rd against Hermes. So Lauren Carmen going to have to check back in.
It's now the 9th team steal, 3rd by Boone already in this contest. We still have 15 minutes to play.
Zipporah Williams, runner is no good. Rachel Hermes, nice play by her to lay off Zipporah Williams and then fight for that rebound.
A lot of contact underneath. Whistles not being blown, letting the players play this one out. Shots and points inside are not coming easy. That's the 3rd point-blank range shot we've seen missed by the Fighting Scots tonight.
And Boggins struggling from the three-point line. That's Her third attempt, and she's knocked down one so far. Boggins, 1 of 6 overall. Boone locates Jones. Now to Colleen Forrest, just inside the three-point line. That shot no good, and it's rebounded by Rachel Hermes.
She's got a quick release, Matt. She's not afraid to hoist it up at any time. That time on the run again. We've seen her on three-pointers on the run. This time inside on a curl. I like the shot attempt on the run of the 2, but just off the mark.
1 point lead for St. Norbert. They have the basketball. Stephanie Bunday looking for some movement. Locates Pelkey. 6 on the shot clock for Pelkey. Now Bunday looking for Pelkey. Pelkey going to have to put that up. Shot no good. Pelkey grabs her own rebound. Just beat the shot clock.
Good defense with Pelkey. They're excellent in position there to get her own rebound. The defense has been spectacular for Monmouth throughout this contest. That 30 seconds it was as well. I know Pelkey got the offensive board, but a good job of making her take a tough shot.
And Pelkey trying to hit Boggins, tosses it out of bounds. That's the 4th turnover already of this second half for the Green Knights. Monmouth's only turned it over once.
St. Norbert coming in with nearly a full new set of players on the floor. Let's see how they can mesh. A couple of freshmen, a sophomore, and 2 seniors.
Yeah, our first look at number 24, Morgan Heim. She played yesterday quite a bit. Had a good contest against Illinois College.
2 fouls now on Kristen Zimmerman as well. So front court players for the Green Knights maybe getting into a little bit of foul trouble. Cool already out with 3.
Zimmerman has that one go off her foot. Monmouth retains possession with 13:49 remaining, 27 seconds up on the shot clock for the Fighting Scots. Jones looking for some help, gets it inside for Justine Boone. Bunday knocked that one up in the air. Boone going up for it. Bunday gets called for the push.
Yeah, they're going to call Bunday with a push as Boone jumped in the air to bat that one off Bunday. They're going to say Bunday put a little forearm shove on her and forced her backwards.
First one against Bunday. Here is Zipporah Williams. Marla Willard back out now for the Fighting Scots. Haley Jones. Justine Boone with the basketball, looking inside for Williams, tosses that one out of bounds.
How'd she thread that basketball in that little tight window, but it was a little too hard that time. She had to force it in there with some velocity. Goes right down out of bounds.
Zimmerman neatly gets that one inside to Bunday. Justine Boone draped all over her. Not been a lot of room for Stephanie Bunday to operate today.
Now she's been quiet. She had them 2 transition buckets early, Matt, but she's been quiet with the basketball. 2 of 5 shooting, 5 assists though, 3 rebounds. A good, solid effort for her today.
Bunday going to grab that rebound, rips it away from Zipporah Williams. Has that knocked away temporarily by Boone and gets it back. Morgan Heim with the basketball. Cross-court pass locates Bunday. Bunday trying to step in for the spin move and will get called on the travel.
Yeah, she lost her footing there. A little wet spot on the floor, lost her footing. She went down, tried to keep the dribble alive, but she already lost it. Then tried to get it back, travel, good call.
Been a while since we've seen a basket. The Green Knights up 34-33. In a game of lead changes, Monmouth trying to take it back. Working baseline, Jones. Monmouth back ahead by 1.
Gotta love the battle. Bunday and Boone back and forth up and down the floor. They've gone the last couple of possessions, Matt, but a good job that time. Monmouth cleared out that left side, allowed the easy dribble drive too as they recapture the lead.
Haley Jones, the junior, now with 10 points to lead Monmouth. Morgan Heim stepping through, pass too hot for Lauren Carmen. Yet another turnover by the Green Knights, their 6th of the second half.
Well, such an intelligent player, Justine Boone, doing a good job baiting the freshman Heim that time to dribble with her left hand, get inside the paint, a place she's not comfortable being at this point in the contest against the zone. Tried to leave it off baseline, too hot to handle, out of bounds, and another turnover.
Here is Boone with the basketball now, speeding back the other way. Monmouth trying to build on this 1-point lead. Their largest was 9. Here is Rubarts. Haley Jones staring down Hawkinson. Rubarts stepping in, trying to get Boggins off her feet. Zipporah Williams tips it free and will be called for the travel on the head fake.
Oh, I couldn't really get a good look at her feet down there with the people down in front of us. But a nice job that time by Williams to bat that one away from Cool. Got it right back. Quick cat-like reaction that time. And to get that board, knocked it down. But a travel is going to be called. I cannot say I seen that one.
And rebound rather, number 7 now for Zipporah Williams. She's been dominating the boards.
Keep an eye on how Jamie Cool can react here, missing a lot of time here in the first and second half with fouls.
Boone almost slaps that one free, trying to get on Pelkey. Almost forces another turnover into the hands of Rubarts. It's 4 on the shot clock. Stepping in, that one adjusted, and that's a shot clock violation against the Green Knights.
Wow, tenacious defense all around. Boone, Jones, William. Defensive stop. Rubarts throw her name in there, as well as Willard doing a good job. The 5 on the floor, collapsing, helping out, defending a block shot. Good job defensively that time, and they get the stop. The Green Knights now forcing the pressure, full court, man-to-man.
How about the play by Justine Boone? She seemed like she was down and out when Hawkinson went around her. She was down on the floor, came back, and was the one that blocked the shot.
Yeah, not a foul called there. It was awfully close, but I think in a championship game, you let them plays go.
Hermes and Cool both back in on the Green Knights side, both playing with 3 fouls. Pelkey needs help. Hermes is there to bail her out. And Hermes fouled by Rubarts along the far sideline.
Yeah, a little too much body that time along the perimeter. Not a bad idea. Step out there, try to make Hermes uncomfortable. But Hermes, it's going to hard to make her uncomfortable in a contest like this with 10:54 to go. A senior, all she's been through, it's going to be hard to get her out of her comfort zone.
Here is Krista Pelkey. Krista Hawkinson working up top. Jamie Cool. Boggins trying to feed that one inside for Hermes. Hermes and Willard down in the blocks. 3 on the way from Pelkey. Short. Rebounded by Rubarts for Monmouth.
Well, Cool is in excellent position to get that rebound, but Rubarts came from underneath, snatched that one out of the air before Cool could ever touch it.
After the spectacular three-point shooting by St. Norbert yesterday, they're now 3 of 15 from beyond the arc. Cut off. Pelkey trying to get that one free. Hermes the first to get to it. Did she get a timeout? That's what she was looking for. Indeed, she did. So the Green Knights retain possession with 10:10 remaining.
Awfully quick whistle for a timeout. They got in there real quickly. Coach Dilly, the players recognizing right away. A big bump that time. Players colliding. I thought maybe that would have gotten a whistle there. A lot of contact, more than usual. But a good play. Letting them play out there. I like that by the officials. Let the players decide this game, not the officials. And you got to love the effort there, getting the timeout. Monmouth, you've seen 2 players jump on Hermes right away to get some hands on the basketball.
Well, Mike, no surprise we're sitting here at 35-34. As we mentioned, coming into this game, the 2 best defenses statistically in the Midwest Conference. And in the second half, almost halfway through now, 8 points for Monmouth, 7 points for the Green Knights. It's just turned into that defensive stalemate.
Yeah, the defense doing a fantastic job. The Green Knights, though, have turned it over 7 times, and Monmouth 4. Monmouth doing a much better job here of taking care of the basketball. The Knights have been sloppy, but still plenty of time. 10-10 to go, just about halfway home here. Second half deciding and crowning who's going to win the Midwest Conference Tournament Championship and get that automatic bid. It's going to be a fun 10 minutes here.
Right now it's Monmouth in the driver's seat with a 1-point lead. The Green Knights trying to snatch that lead back. Hawkinson over to Hermes, and now Pelkey. Hermes with it again, trying to step right in. Hermes will draw the contact from Willard.
Yeah, Willard tried to get in there. Hermes picking up her dribble just inside the free throw line, an awfully long ways away. Looked like her to take another power dribble, get to the rim there, and put that one home, but draws the foul. Willard, wrong place, wrong time. She gets whistled for her second foul, now the 4th team foul here with under 10 to go.
Hermes completely off the score sheet right now, aside from her 6 rebounds and 1 assist. It's her first shot attempt from the free throw line, and 1 point now. Hermes ties it, and she can put the Green Knights back on top. Hermes good from the free throw line. 9:56 remains. The Green Knights back up by a single marker. Justine Boone staring down Aaron Boggins. Lofting inside for Willard. Boggins the first to that basketball.
And not a good pass there inside by Monmouth. Slowing it down a little bit offensively, but that time got a little too impatient.
Boggins over to Pelkey. She's got some space. Decides against the shot. Locates Hawkinson on the near side. Now it's Jamie Cool up top. Far side wing. Aaron Boggins rotates to the top of the key. 7 on the shot clock now. Krista Pelkey working up top. Slicing in. Tried to get the pass off to Hermes, and it's picked off by Monmouth.
I think Boone got a piece of that one as Pelkey tried to release it. She had to regather and force the pass away with the shot clock winding down. Good play defensively. Defensive battle continues here at Schuldes, Matt.
Zipporah Williams with the basketball will get called for the travel as she shuffled her feet.
That's the third or fourth time now we've seen Williams just casual with the basketball. Too casual in that turnover as she just slides the feet a little bit.
Aaron Boggins takes a break on the bench. Stephanie Bundy checks back in on the Green Knights side. Bundy with 4 points. Those came early on in the first half. And the Green Knights looking for a little bit more out of their senior point guard. Hermes, Hawkinson, and now Krista Pelkey. Steph Bundy, nice one out. Hermes hit a 3 yesterday. Can't get that one to go. Who gets the rebound? It's Jamie Cool. She can't get that to go. And Willard grabs the rebound.
Tenacious rebound that time, and a lot of bodies clotting again underneath Jamie Cool, getting involved here. Very aggressive that time she missed. Just giving her a little more breathing room. A lot more rest on the sideline. Is a nice bucket inside to recapture the lead. Monmouth right back at you, Matt, inside.
That was Justine Boone. She now has 8. Hawkinson locates Cool, steps into a shot. That one's good for Jamie Cool. St. Norbert back on top, and Stephanie Bundy with a steal.
Yeah, good decision. Pull that one out, regather the troops, set up the offense, run this one down.
Bundy fouled on the shot, and 2 coming up for Stephanie Bundy.
Boone cannot believe that foul. Looking at the officials like, are you kidding me? And Bundy going to go to the free throw line, getting the steal, earning 2 free throw opportunities. 7:55 to play. Looking to match their largest lead of the contest, if you can believe it or not, only 3 points.
Bundy does not connect on the first. Stephanie Bundy, one of the better free throw shooters in the Midwest Conference, 11th best coming into the tournament, 76%.
That was the first miss of the game here for the Green Knights from the charity stripe, too.
Bundy to put the Green Knights up by a pair. Does not. Neither free throw good for Stephanie Bundy.
You want to make your free throws. It doesn't matter what time of the game, Matt, or the score. You got to knock down the freebies, and that's sometimes why you commit fouls. I know Boone did not try to foul her that time, but if you foul, you don't make free throws, just like getting a stop.
Yeah, Justine Boone dodges a bullet on that one. Here's Rubarts lofting that one inside. Rachel Hermes picks it off.
Well, good job, Jamie Cool. She got away with a little bit of a hook that time. Arm bar. She had the arm by Rubarts held just a little bit, now allowing her to release as quickly as she would have liked to get that basketball.
Green Knights working the perimeter. Krista Hawkinson on the far side. Takes it up to the wing. Inside. Nice pass to locate Pelkey, and Pelkey with 2.
Oh, an impossible feed from down there, but Hawkinson made it look easy. Pelkey regathered, shot up and good, and now back to a 3-point lead.
And some noise coming here at Schuldes for the St. Norbert Green Knight women, and a timeout taken by Monmouth. 40-37 with 7:04 remaining.
Well, that's the first time we've heard the crowd here at Schuldes erupt for a basket for the Green Knights. They know 7 minutes, 4 seconds to go. A low-scoring contest, 40-37 points. Hard to come by here tonight. Any bucket, especially one like that, is much needed, and get the crowd going here, maybe boost the team on a little bit of a spurt.
Krista Pelkey now with 14 and 5 boards. What a feed by Krista Hawkinson to get that inside. That was her second assist of the game. And remember when we talked a little bit about that game where the Green Knights came back with that 14-0 run in the final 440, Krista Hawkinson's name all over the score sheet. She's contributing in those little ways once again.
Well, she's contributed all season long, Matt, especially on the defensive end and her timely buckets from outside. And now we're seeing the evolution of her game here, the latter portions of 2011. We're seeing her attack the rim. She's closing out ball games now as a sophomore, rather than just being a role player that plays in the mid portions of the contest. She's closing out games. She's drawn the tough defensive assignments of the better offensive players of the opposition. Doing a good job now, and now we're seeing her passing skills develop as well.
Yeah, and a great job by Krista Pelkey to find a spot in the zone where she could get that shot up. And the Green Knights, as we mentioned, matching their largest lead now at 3 with 7:04, and Monmouth going to be looking for some answers.
And now it's going to be a crucial part of their ball game here. The next couple of possessions take care of it, value the basketball, get some good quality shots. Take your time offensively, run your offense, because you can get good looks against the Green Knights on their defensive side. But you got to be patient, and you got to score here, not necessarily on this trip, but you got to get a good look, and the defense has to pick it back up a bit.
It's Jones putting this one into motion for Monmouth. Big time collision. Jones and Newkirk both go down. Hermes was in that scrum as well. 7 on the shot clock for Haley Jones. Needs help. Newkirk located. 2 on the shot clock. Newkirk runner. Good for Newkirk.
Well, excellent job there, Newkirk. Shot clock winding down, getting one off the window to trickle in. Cuts the lead to 1. Good execution that time by the Lady Fighting Scots.
6 points now for Maddie Newkirk. Foul underneath. And that'll looks like it's going to be against Newkirk, and that's her 4th.
Oh, big foul there. She's played a tremendous role in this one, obviously getting the start here tonight, but now 4 fouls. Plenty of time left in this ball game, and no fouls to give. So from now on, the Green Knights will be at the bonus.
Yeah, the sophomore Newkirk has 1 more foul left. 3 on the way from Hawkinson. Knocks it down. There's the sophomore again.
Well, right on cue. Hawkinson stepping up, knocking down a big and much-needed shot, extending the lead now to 4, getting them the largest lead of the game and making it a 2-possession ball game.
Krista Hawkinson now with 9. Miscommunication and a turnover by the Fighting Scots.
And all the momentum now starting to slowly but surely shift over to the green and gold of the Green Knights. They get a stop defensively, 6 minutes even to play. Momentum back on their side.
Less than 6 now, 5:55. The Green Knights working a little bit of clock. Here's Hawkinson. Pelkey. Bunday now. Pelkey again. 8 on the shot clock. Hawkinson, why not? It's good again! 46-39.
A deep three-pointer, a premature dagger in this contest. The run is continuing. The Green Knights starting to pull away and get some breathing room.
And a timeout taken by Monmouth. After the assist to Krista Pelkey, Hawkinson comes out and fires consecutive threes, and the Green Knights stretch out to their largest lead at 7.
Isn't that funny how that works? You talk about somebody, whether good or bad, they come back and do just exactly what you talk about them, and she just knocked down the 2 big threes after she showed her passing abilities, playing some good defense, getting the stops, and now the Knights starting to get up there and get the offense rolling a bit. They're getting some turnovers for us on the defensive end, and right now they're clicking on all cylinders.
And you take a look at the 12 points from Hawkinson, you take a look at the bench points total, 17 in favor of the Green Knights to the 4. Just proves what we've been talking about all season, that depth of the Connie Tilley team.
Exactly, and Hawkinson, one of the only sophomores on the roster, plays a big portion of the contest. She's in the lineup right now over Erin Boggins because she's got the hot hand, and Boggins, she'll be the first to say, hey, leave her in there right now. She's hot. She's doing a good job. I'll be in later.
Yeah, Boggins has been struggling a little bit at 1 of 6 and 1 of 3 shooting. Right now, Krista Hawkinson, number 11, feeling it. And I'll tell you what, this Monmouth team, they're going to be seeing number 11s for quite a while, as yesterday Marissa Hogg shooting the lights out from beyond 3, number 11 for Carroll. And now it's Hawkinson in the green and gold doing it.
In order to be a champion, you need those role players, your bench players to step up when the starters or the stars are not performing at their best. And right now, Hawkinson picking it up for the likes of Hermes and also Boggins.
Monmouth, no stranger to runs, as they made a couple yesterday to get back in that game against Carroll.
A lot of time left, Matt. You don't want to panic right now if you're Monmouth. Just take it 1 possession at a time. Get a shot each and every time you have the basketball.
Forrest going to heave up the 3. Short, partially deflected by Pelkey, and it's taken away by Stephanie Bunday.
I know she's an excellent three-point shooter. She's knocked down so many this season, but going away from your body like that, plenty of time on the shot clock, I think you can get a better shot than that.
Forrest now 1 of 8 from beyond the line. Pelkey inside. Hermes, reverse lay-in, no good. 2 shots coming up for Rachel Hermes.
And I believe that's the 5th foul on Newkirk going to be called, so she is going to be donezo for the contest in the Midwest Conference Championship game. She had a heck of a performance here tonight with 6 points. Well, their night is going to be over a little bit early with 4:48 to go.
So the sophomore Newkirk out. Looks like the freshman Marla Willard going to check back in, number 22 for Monmouth. Still a very capable player. And it was Newkirk really the only player that was in foul trouble for Monmouth. Boone only has 2, Williams only has 2, Willard has 2. Everybody else, if they have one, only has 1.
Yeah, Hermes on the other side with 3 and Cool with 3 as well. Not deep foul trouble at this point in the game. 2 fouls before you're out here on the Green Knights side. So plenty of time left in this game. Cool starting to get into a rhythm offensively and defensively. And Hermes, well, she struggled offensively in this contest, but she's still bringing it defensively.
3 consecutive misses from the free throw line now for the Green Knights after hitting their first 9. Hermes stops that drought quickly. Now 47-39 in favor of the Green Knights.
Again, Monmouth just take it one possession at a time here offensively. Get a score here, come back, then play defense and try to get a stop.
4 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the second half. Monmouth needs a basket. Been over 2 minutes since their last one. Jones, runner, tough shot, no good. Who was there to stop her? It was Hawkinson, and Bundy grabs the rebound.
Yeah, Hawkinson forced her this time to double clutch the layup, and now we're going to get a foul for being poked in the eye.
Yeah, Bundy took it in the eye. Very late whistle, by the way, as Bundy was hunching over for quite a while.
Yeah, they're going to let that one just play on, and they didn't decide to call the whistle until they seen Bundy's reaction. Then they called the late foul.
Second against Jones. Bundy goes to the line for the 1-and-1. 0 of 2 so far. Bundy good on the first.
Lead starting to get away from Monmouth here a little bit, coming down the final 4:21. They got to start getting some stops. And they really got to get some points on the board. I don't know necessarily go for the threes yet, Matt. Still plenty of time left in this ball game. But watch them now maybe perhaps to go man-to-man defensively and pick it up full court.
Largest lead now for either team. It's 10 for the Green Knights. 4:15 remains in the second half. Monmouth working around the perimeter. Here is Haley Jones stepping in, stepping through, and she breaks the drought for Monmouth.
A nice step through move that time. They got all the way to the rim. I thought maybe she was going to pull up from 8 to 10, but she decided to go all the way. Nice move that time, and now we see the defense expand a little bit. And this now looks like they're going to go 2-3.
Not going to try to give up any easy shots for the Green Knights. Here's Hawkinson for a third consecutive 3. Short, rebounded by Forrest.
Good job. They get the stop now. Lady Scots come down 3.5 to play. Just take it one possession at a time. You're down 8 points. You can't get it all here. Just take it one at a time.
Jones baseline again. Forrest pops the shot. It's good. 49-43. A mini run by the Lady Scots. Prompts a timeout from the Green Knights.
You get ball movement by attacking the basket or with the pass vertically. You attack the rim. That time dribble drive Jones. Found Forrester. Caught it in rhythm. Not dribbling. Fading one side to the other. Catch, shoot, bottom of the net, timeout. We had ourselves a 6-point game in the Midwest Conference Championship.
Yeah, only Forrest's second basket of the contest. She has 5 points on 2 of 9 shooting. We saw Jones was the one that made the layup. She's been sparking this team all weekend long with her 21 points yesterday, now 14 to add to that.
Gotta love the balance on both sides here. Look at the Monmouth, 14-8, 6-6, 5-4. The scoring goes. Trailing by only 6 now, Matt. 3:21 to go. Plenty of time, 30-second shot clock. Stay back, play your half-court zone defense. And it looks like Forrester's going to exit the ball game as they're going to get Corbin back in for defensive purposes, I imagine.
Taking it across the line, it'll be Stephanie Bundy, Krista Pelkey there to play catch. Bundy needs some help. Corbin almost gets to that one. Hawkinson grabs it, last to touch it. There you said it, Mike, the defensive purpose. And it was Corbin. And I think she's going to come out with Forrest coming back in.
Yep, exactly. Offensive, defensive subs. Now Boggan's going to come and replace Hawkinson after that turnover. Now you got the starting unit on the floor for the Green Knights. The 3 seniors, the 2 juniors. your primetime performers, the final 3 minutes, you got to expect that they're going to be here to play and finish this one out.
Jones trying to go right in. Rachel Hermes slaps that one away before Jones can take the shot.
Again, we see Jones penetrating hard, trying to get to the rim there. 8 seconds off the clock. She went right beeline to the hoop. Nearly got all the way with a foul. Out of bounds. It'll be underneath Monmouth basketball.
Stephanie Bundy having a conversation with the official under the basket. Steps back to her defensive duties. And it'll be Jones ready to inbound now for Monmouth. Right under the basket was Boone. Somebody forgot about Justine Boone. It's now 49-45.
Lined up in a straight line, everybody but Boone charged towards the basketball. Everybody lost the sight of Justine Boone. Excellent play, excellent execution. A quick one, stole that one, if you will, down to a 2-possession game.
2 minutes and 40 seconds left. The Green Knights in need of a basket. Nice move by Bundy to get around Boone. Inside Cool, back out Boggins, trying to chase it down. Boone gets to it first. Automated to the hoop, and she's got it. 49-47, another timeout taken by the Green Knights with 2:20 to go.
You gotta love it, the defense, the presence that time. They force the basketball to the short corner to Jamie Cool. She tosses it out as she gets double teamed. Not comfortable with the basketball out there. It's not often she's gonna catch it in that position of the floor and be double teamed. She throws it erratic out to the races instead of letting just Boggins catch that one. Boone being the aggressor this time of the game, you gotta do it. Nearly forcing a turnover out of bounds, but instead she saves it coast to coast, butter the toast. She got that one to go, down to a 2-point game, 2:20 to go. It's not getting no better than this.
Yeah, suddenly Boone jumps from 6 to 12 points in the last minute and has brought her team back. One of the seniors on this Monmouth squad has brought this back down to 1-possession game. What more could you ask for in a championship contest? With 2:20 to go, it's a 2-point game. Winner advances to the D3 tournament and grabs that Midwest Conference Championship Tournament trophy.
Yeah, Deuce is wild. St. Norbert looking for their second straight Midwest Conference Tournament Championship right here at home at Schuldes. With the defense, Justine Boone. Right now, she's getting my MVP award if they come out on top. Even if they lose, she still might get my vote because her defensive presence here today has been spectacular. She's forcing turnovers, whether she's getting steals herself like she did right here. She's maneuvering the basketball in which way she's predicting the Green Knights to go. She's trying to force them to one way. They're playing a 2-3 zone, but Boone has the ability now to free range. She forces the offense to force it one way, and she plays up higher than the other player. Now Corbin on the floor, 30. She plays behind on the top of the 2-3, and she just goes to the opposite of wherever Boone is at.
Aaron Boggins inbounds.
Now we see Boone extend the defense. Now we see Corbin as well. Still, you still got the 3 back. Your 2 up top, 2-3 zone. They're just extending the top of it. Nearly getting a turnover.
Yeah, almost knocked that one away. Here's Pelkey now trying to spin out. Pelkey in trouble, tied up. Monmouth basketball.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive with the ball defensively. You go after the basketball. You don't sit back and let the Green Knights come at you, let the clock run. You go out there and go get the ball. And exactly what they've done the last 2-3 possessions.
Corbin out, Forrest in. Hawkinson back in for Boggins on the St. Norbert side. Less than 2 now remaining. It's a 2-point lead for the Green Knights. Monmouth on the charge right now. Bundy knocks it away temporarily. Here's Willard. Looking backdoor. Jones covered by Pelkey. Jones, baseline, back out. Jones into the paint. Run, shot, no good. Rebound. Jamie Cool there to grab it for the Green Knights.
Yeah, tough shot that time by Jones, but I love it. You give it to Jones, you give it to Boone. Let them work something. Isolation. Maybe set a screen right side, have one of them weak side all alone. Chance to go baseline one-on-one, but Pelkey cut off Jones' attack baseline.
St. Norbert with a basketball. They are in the 1-and-1 bonus situation. St. Norbert only 14 fouls, so they have a few to give. 4 on the shot clock now. Bundy trying to step in, heaves one up, gets some rim, and Hermes grabs the rebound. The Green Knights with a chance to work some more clock with a minute remaining.
Yeah, instead of putting that one up for a quick 2, Hermes decides, hey, let's run some clock, widen this one down, because Mama, they're not going to want to foul right here. Being down only 2 points, they get a stop without fouling. They're going to get the basketball with a chance to win or tie and send this puppy into overtime without having to commit a foul or put the Green Knights to the free throw line.
56.3 remains here in the second half. The Green Knights up by 2. 23 on the shot clock for St. Norbert after the rebound from Rachel Hermes.
Yeah, the Green Knights, the 5 on the floor, likely will be the starting unit, or Hawkinson instead of Boggins. Right now it is Hawkinson. If you're going to send anybody to the free throw line on the Green Knights side, it's got to be Jamie Cool at only 64%. The other 4 on the floor are all above 70, well above it. Hermes, then Bundy and Pelkey. So you got one option to foul if you're going to foul, but I think you let this play out. You weren't in position that time. Williams got boxed out that time by Cool. Hermes was also underneath there. She actually came down with the rebound. So you got to do a better job boxing out. I love what Boone and Corbin are doing up top. They're forcing the issue, forcing the pace, and let's see if they force one more turnover and close this game out and get a tie.
And even if you do send Cool to the line, she is 2 of 2 today, so it's like you said, Mike, it's pick your poison. If you do send one of the Green Knights to the line, yes, maybe it is Jamie Cool. However, like you said, you want to get that stop and get the basketball back. And the Green Knights, basket goes a long way right here, especially if they can work the final 23. If they can work this down inside 5 seconds, get the basket, leave about 30 seconds left for Monmouth. Up 2 possessions. That may be just the key that the Green Knights would need.
Yeah, that'd be the perfect scenario. They score as the shot clock expires. That'd be 31 left on the, 33 seconds would remain. 33-second differential. Game and shot clock right here. The Green Knights must shoot, and Monmouth will get the ball back at least one more time. Let's see if they can force a turnover before the Knights force up a shot.
So here is Stephanie Bundy. Boone trying to slap that one away. Pelkey with it out. Bundy with it again. No space for Stephanie Bundy to operate.
And look at Corbin. She's taking her chance. Double team and a near steal there. She get called with the foul. She was faking like a double team. She was reading either double team when Bundy turned her back to the defenders. Corbin came out like we seen right there to go for the steal from behind. Nearly successful. And when she was facing the defense, she was reading, trying to cheat that way towards Pelkey on a pass attempt.
Corbin out, Forrest in. How big are these 2 free throws now for Stephanie Bundy? She's 2 of 4 today.
You got to convert the first at the least to get the second opportunity and make it a 3-point game.
Short, rebounded by Willard for Monmouth. 10-second differential. Monmouth must shoot with about 10 seconds remaining, and it will be a timeout taken for the Fighting Scots.
I was going to say, they're coming down with 2 timeouts. I was looking up there, the reset. 33.9 to go, 1 timeout remaining. You got to save that one in case you need it on an inbound or fouling situation, but you want to save that one. Now you use this one. What are you going to do? I think you got to go with Justine Boone, put it in her hands, make something happen. Maybe get Haley Jones isolation weak side, use Williams as a screener. You'll have Forrest on the offensive end, and perhaps she can be open for a 3. She's been deadly from 3 throughout the season. You got to believe Marla Willard will be on the floor as well. So pick your poison here. The Green Knights obviously are going to come out man-to-man. We'll see if they decide to jump and force the issue by giving it out of Justine Boone's hand. But if you're Monmouth, over there, you got to get it in 23's hand. Make something happen with the basketball. You got to get rid of a shot in 24 seconds. Still 9-second differential. Plenty of time remaining in this game.
Hey, you really don't hurt yourself if you're Monmouth by putting it into either Justine Boone or Haley Jones's hands. Not only with her scoring prowess, but Boone averages 5 assists per game. That's best in the Midwest Conference. Jones, 4th best, averages just over 3. So even if those 2 players can't get the shot, they most certainly will be able to find the person who can.
And Forrest, she's been deadly from 3 all season long. Match. She's got a quick release. I think you put her weak side. If the action is going to come to the right, I put her just left of the circle on the wing and get her a chance to make a 3 if the double team occurs against Boone or Jones, whoever's going to do the isolation or ball movement. But run your offense here and get the best shot you can, but I think it's got to be Boone making the play.
20 seconds on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. Here's Pere Williams. Jones. Don't forget about Forrest and her threat as a 3-point shooter, and a foul by the Green Knights.
That's going to reset the shot clock, and that's the 15th foul. So you still have 1 more to give the Green Knights. This is looking a lot like the Michigan-Wisconsin game this past week in the Big Ten game.
And that's going to shut, like you said, shut the shot clock off. So now Monmouth has 23 seconds and no shot clock to worry about.
They can wind this all the way down, take the final shot if they want. I think they're going to go for the best shot available. Look for Boone to take it.
Boone in. Jones. She'll try to work in. Tough shot over Hawkinson. It's good work, tied.
Oh, give it to Boone, give it to Jones. One or the other. They both touch it. Nice play. A tough shot over good defense.
And a timeout taken with 10 seconds for the Green Knights. A nail biter here at Schuldes.
Well, I seen Boone penetrate. Thought she had a left-hand layup on the kick out. I was expecting Boone to hoist up the three. Rather, Jones, excuse me. But good job to penetrate. Comes to a jump stop. You can't get mad at Hawkinson. That was excellent defense. She got in front, forced Jones to pick up her dribble, stood her ground without fouling. It was just a better shot, better offensive execution that time of knocking down the 6-footer. 10.3 to go. I believe my partner to my left called overtime before this one started.
Yeah, well, we still have 10 seconds remaining, so we'll see how this one plays out. I do believe now it's time for the Green Knights to figure out who has the hot hand offensively. They haven't scored a basket since 5:42 in the second half, so where do you look, Mike?
Well, you got to put it in Stephanie Bunday's hand, whether it be a pick and roll with her and Hermes, her and Cool. I think you use Cool as a screener, put Hermes in the short corner, left or right, whatever baseline she likes to shoot it as. Get Hawkinson spot up for an open three. She's hit 2 big ones here in the second half. And look for Pelkey weak side, but I think you put it in Bunday's hand. She can shoot, pull up on a dime. She can also distribute the basketball. 10 seconds, a whole heck of a lot of time.
49-all, Midwest Conference Championship. Berth in the D3 tournament on the line. Krista Pelkey to inbound for the Green Knights.
You do not want to foul if you're Monmouth. You cannot send the Green Knights to the free throw line.
He called it right into the hands of Bunday. It's 6 on the clock. Looking inside for Hermes. Knocked away. Boone with 2 seconds. Boone gonna get the shot off. No, she tried to pass that to Willard. We are going to overtime.
Here it comes again. Boone, Justine Boone making a play defensively, not allowing the Green Knights to get a shot off there at 7 seconds. Bunday, I think that play just took too long to develop. Bunday granted all the way over to the right side of the floor. I know that's the strong side, but I think with only 10 seconds, you got to take it in the front or the middle or the left-hand side. Just get the basketball and go with it.
And it was pretty evident that once she did get over to that side, she was looking for Rachel Hermes all the way, and there were 2 Monmouth players right there waiting for the basketball to get close to Rachel Hermes.
And Boone coming right up with it, immediately putting her head up the floor and trying to get off a half-court heave. Comes up a little bit short, but we got 5 more minutes of bonus basketball for the Midwest Conference Tournament crown.
Yeah, why not? Why not? This is the way it should be settled. Going to come right down to the final 5 minutes. 49-all. The number 1 seeded St. Norbert Green Knights against the number 2 seeded Fighting Scots of Monmouth. Midwest Conference Championship and a berth in the D3 tournament on the line here at Schuldes. By the way, don't forget, this is only the first half of our doubleheader today. We are scheduled to start another game at 6 o'clock. We'll see if that stays on schedule.
That may be pushed back.
It would be the St. Norbert Green Knight men hosting the Grinnell Pioneer men in what promises to be yet another good game. Boy, I'll tell you what, Mike. Just been fantastic basketball all weekend long here at Schuldes.
All weekend long, all week for myself, and tonight, wow, we got ourselves a good one here to open up the conference crown here in the women's game. The men to follow. You know there's going to be fireworks in that game. Should be a fun one. You had 4 straight games of basketball, 8+ hours yesterday. How you're still speaking, I cannot believe that. I mean, we're just here still another contest. The Green Knights, they get into overtime. Let's see how they perform here coming out after they allow Monmouth to make another run here and send it to overtime.
And don't forget, Monmouth, without the services of Maddie Newkirk, one of their starters, has fouled out in this game. Hermes and Jamie Cool, both with 3 fouls on the St. Norbert side. Monmouth wins the tip here in overtime. They'll be moving from the left to the right, just as they were in the second half.
Be patient with the basketball. Again, we see Boone with the basketball. The offense is going to be ran through her and Jones.
Willard can't get that shot off. Here is Justine Boone with the basketball now. 7 on the shot clock. Boone stepping through. Williams will get called for the travel.
Yeah, an easy call that time. She tried to get a quick maneuver with the basketball and get in position to take a shot. She just needed that short little power dribble. Would have been a good one.
Hermes will inbound now. And just as she has been all game, Justine Boone right there.
The Energizer Bunny, she's been everywhere, up and down the floor. I don't think she's coming out of this contest at all.
I'll tell you what, Mike, you asked me how I'm still going. I wonder how Justine Boone's still going.
She's going to sleep well tonight, win or lose.
Hermes in the corner, looking for the first 2 points of overtime, and she's got them.
Open baseline jumper. She's been quiet, but why not knock it down? Good shot by Hermes, but again, we've seen Boone that time recognizing nobody weak side rebound. She was there in position. Just a good shot by Hermes is cool. Knocks that one away.
Yeah, that pass wasn't getting through Jamie Cool. First basket of the game for Rachel Hermes.
She's been quiet, but there's a whole 5 more minutes to play here in overtime, and Hermes says, I'm here to play it. Let's play it out. She knocks it down with confidence in rhythm, the open 10-footer.
Now remember how Justine Boone got free on the last inbound under the basket for Monmouth. This time they'll look for Forrest. Pelkey knows you can't give Forrest any room or she'll get the shot off. Jones trying to shake free. Willard with the basketball now. Trying to go in on Hermes, and Hermes will get called for the foul. That'll be her 4th.
Not a bad one. They had 1 to give. Now no free throws. It'll be out of bounds underneath with a fresh 30. But the next foul will push the bonus situation on both sides. And Hermes, 1 more. She's done.
Looking for the inbound. There is Justine Boone sprinting to the far sideline. Cross-court pass now for Jones. Working in. Jones stops, maneuvers, and puts that shot up and in.
Just patient with the basketball, knowing exactly where she is on the floor. Pops, turns, alters the shot, gets it to go. Excellent touch. You can tell Jones loves that move.
Here's Pelkey. She'll take the shot. She's fouled. So Pelkey to the line to shoot 2.
You don't want to foul a jump shooter. Just put your hands up, make your life difficult, and Forrest too aggressive that time. Only her first, but 10th team foul. 2 shots remaining in the contest for the Green Knights.
Pelkey's first is good. Hermes and Boggins out. Hawkinson and Zimmerman in for the Green Knights.
Well, Hermes coming out for defensive purposes, so she does not commit that fifth personal foul, rather.
Too good from Krista Pelkey. Green Knight lead back up to 2. What a luxury it is for Connie Tilley to have players she can run off the bench in overtime.
I was kind of wondering on how the bench was going to play out today, if they're going to go 10 deep, who was going to play the minutes. Hawkinson played most of the minutes down the stretch in the end of regulation. Now back on the floor along with Boggins.
Green Knights wanted to travel. Forrest fires the 3. It's long over the backboard. Green Knights take the ball back.
And she's had no breathing room from beyond the arc. It's hard time to get a shot off. She can get them off every once in a while, but a little erratic and off the mark. And now we're going to see the defensive subs coming in on the Monmouth side now.
Yeah, it'll be Corbin back in. Forrest, 1 of 7. Actually make that 1 of 8 now from the 3-point line in this contest. 2 minutes and 52 seconds now remaining in the overtime period. The Green Knights with the 2-point lead in the basketball. Pelkey, 3 on the way. No good. Cool grabs the rebound. Gets that one out to Bunday. Bunday steps in long. 2 is good for Stephanie Bunday.
Well, big shot that time. The senior Bunday faked the pass, took a good quick dribble, knocked it down. 3rd time we've seen her step into one like that and knock it down.
Halfway through the overtime period. It is the Green Knights with a 4-point lead. Boone, baseline, tough shot, no good. Willer there to clean it up, and she'll shoot 1 as well.
How do you quiet a silence crowd, loud crowd like this at Schuldes? You get a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. A lot of contact against Boone. Stepping in there, nobody boxed out Willard. Hoop and the arm. Chance to make this a 1-point game.
Willard, a 68% free throw shooter, has yet to visit the charity stripe today. 55-53, 2:21 remaining. 55-54 as Willard knocks it down.
It's been a while since Monmouth shot a free throw period in this contest.
Working across the line, it's Stephanie Bunday after that last big basket. The Green Knights leading by 1.
Every possession so important in overtime, Matt. You got to take care of the basketball. You want to get a shot every time. You want to possess the basketball. An open shot rejected again from 3. What is that, the 4th or 5th time?
By Haley Jones to get over and knock that one away from Hawkinson.
Just excellent speed on the ground there to make up the space in between the pass and the shooter. She was jumping out on the wing all the way to the corner before the pass and the shot were released. Excellent recovery speed.
Less than 2 now remaining. Pelkey loses the handle. Corbin's got it ahead to Boone. Boone locates Willard at the free throw line outside. Corbin, 3 on the way, is short, and it's rebounded by the Green Knights.
Oh, good ball movement, finding the open shooter. I love the play that time. Corbin just off the mark a little bit to the left. Green Knights they get away with one there.
At 32% three-point shooter on the season. Boone almost gets that one as well. 90 seconds now remaining in overtime. The Green Knights with a 1-point lead. 7 on the shot clock for Bundy. She needs help. It's Hermes trying to step through. 3 defenders collapsing. Hermes gets the shot off. Cool's got the rebound, locates Pelkey. Thought about the 3, decides against it, and the Green Knights going to work a little more clock.
Yeah, good idea, Pelkey, that time. Put it back down in the holster. Do not release that firearm and get it back out. Run the clock down. Make Monmouth shorten this game up, not allowing a chance here with only 1-point differential.
A minute now remains in the overtime. Bundy, Pelkey, 6 on the shot clock now for Hawkinson. Pelkey with it again. Pelkey stepping in inside the elbow. Shot no good. Jones has the rebound.
Well, good job that time by Monmouth. They got the board because it was a long rebound. If it would have been a short rebound, that might have been an easy putback for the SNC Green Knights.
Timeout taken by Monmouth. They'll have 1 left after this. 40.9 remaining. Monmouth trails by a marker. They're going to have the basketball with 24 seconds on the shot clock.
16 seconds differential, so St. Norbert will get the basketball back regardless, unless, of course, of an offensive rebound, Matt. But, again, we see the defense of Monmouth. They stopped Pelkey from launching a 3. They got the much-needed defensive board there after the misfires. The shot clock, again, winding down for the Knights. Monmouth do a good job playing good defense without fouling, sending the Knights to the free throw line. Now they have a chance to win the game, or at least go ahead.
Yeah, that was the catch-22 for the Green Knights on those 2 possessions, is that they did work the clock down, but when the shot clock got down, it didn't seem like they were prepared to go against the Monmouth defense, who was set and ready and waiting for whatever the Green Knights had to throw at them.
Not necessarily set and ready to go, but just the defense, the aggressiveness. We've seen Williams recover, guarding Cool in the wing, anticipated the pass to the corner, got there to Bundy before she could penetrate baseline or between the gap. This is the defensive speed, the concept defensively this coaching staff has implemented here at Monmouth. From the time that we've seen these 2 teams play way back in December till now is just unbelievable. They just made so much ground at the 30. You believe the last time they played here, it was 66-33 between these 2 squads?
Yeah, Monmouth has come a long way since December, that's for sure. And you can give a lot of credit to that coaching staff and Coach Melissa Bittner in her 6th season as head coach of Monmouth. She's the 3rd leading scorer in Monmouth history, coaching some defense now for the Fighting Scots.
Well, if you want to win a championship, you got to play good, hard-nosed defense. Both these squads averaging in the 60s points per game. We're going to finish in overtime with neither team in 60s.
Here's Zipporah Williams back out. Haley Jones trying to work baseline. Hawkinson there to cut it off. Pelkey chasing it down with Forrest. Zipporah Williams gets back first, loses a hand on the basketball. Out of bounds. Jones can't save it. The Green Knights with 24 seconds take the basketball back.
Well, Forrest lost it, but they said it was deflected all the way by Hawkinson, so it went down. Lake Forest trying to handle it. It looked like Williams had a hold of it, but then she lost it and slipped on the floor, and Jones had nothing to do but try to save it. Shot clock winding down. Knights basketball on the out of bounds.
Yeah, and Jones just could not keep it in bounds. She was close along the sideline after Williams lost the handle. And Boggins is going to check back in, one of the better free throw shooters on this Green Knights squad. So it looks like the 5 will be Hermes, Pelkey, Cool, Boggins, and Bundy. Pick your poison there. Like we said, it might be Jamie Cool, the one you want to foul.
It doesn't really matter at this point. 24 seconds ago, I think you go for initial steal on the inbounds, and you foul immediately. You want to extend this game as long as possible. Shot clock is turned off, and you're only down a single point. Even if they make 2 in the Green Knights, because they will shoot 2 regardless of the foul, it's still only a 1-possession game.
Green Knights 14 of 18, 77% from the free throw line right now. Of the players that'll be out there, Hermes 3 of 4. Bundy 2 of 5 from the free throw line in this contest. Pelkey 4 of 4. Cool 2 of 2. And Boggins has yet to visit the charity stripe.
Well, if you look at it that way, it looks like Bundy's going to be the one you foul. She's missed her last 3 after knocking down the first 2 in the first half. It might be her with the foul, but if you're Monmouth, they're coming out. They'll set up as they're going to go zone, but I think you got to come out and foul immediately here.
And it'll be Aaron Boggins, the player, to put this one into motion. We've seen Pelkey doing most of the inbounding duties, and now it's handed over to the senior Boggins. Boggins looking for help, locates Pelkey. Nice screen set by Rachel Hermes. That one almost out of bounds, and Hermes is fouled along the sideline. She hits the deck.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. Almost a no call, but you got to call something at this point in juncture of the game. Like that, both teams very aggressive. Hermes, luckily, they got bailed out. She almost went out of bounds, as you said. That would have been a turnover with only about 5 seconds off the clock.
19.6 remain. Hermes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Green Knights are up by 2.
This is a big one here, Matt. She makes it. It makes it a 3-point game, and you force Monmouth to possibly go for a 3. And if she misses, Monmouth can win it with a 3 or tie it with a 2.
Coach is having some quick words with the trio of guards for the Green Knights. It's Jamie Kuhl, the lone Green Knight, down in the blocks looking for a rebound if Hermes is unable to connect. She does not.
You only need a 2 now if you're Monmouth. 2 to tie, 3 for the win, and a full timeout.
15.2 remains in a nail-biter here at Schuldes. We've had them all weekend. On the line in this one, it's the Midwest Conference Championship in that automatic bid to the D3 tournament. And this one has not disappointed. We were tied at halftime, tied after 40 minutes. And now 2 points separating the two teams with 15.2 remaining in overtime.
It's been a good, close game. I know St. Orville, they went on around in the second half. Looked like they were going to pull this one away and run away with it. They got up 10 with about 9 minutes to go, or even 4 minutes to go, it looks like it's showing here. Monmouth, a couple of 9-point leads they had in the first half. Looked like they were going to get out and get in control, but both teams come fighting back, storming back, getting back in the contest. 15.2 to go in overtime. There might be another 5 minutes put up on that scoreboard.
Now, we saw at the end of regulation the play that was run for Monmouth. They got it down to Haley Jones, tied the basketball game. Got to be thinking, if you're St. Norbert, Jones is going to be the player to watch again.
Well, Jones or Boone, they're going to put the ball in Boone's hand, I imagine. That's what they did that time. The dribble drive with Boone. She kicked it out for Jones. Could have taken a 3-pointer and gone for the win, but she decided to take it baseline, put up, and made a tough shot over Krista Hawkinson. You know Hawkinson's going to want revenge, because I'm sure she'll draw the assignment of Jones once again. And you got to look for Boone to make the play. She's going to make it either passing it off to an open teammate or making it herself.
Forrest is out there as well with her 3-point prowess, number 33 for Monmouth. 1 of 8 so far today.
Don't sleep on Forrest. She'll be capable of knocking down a 3. Pelkey in her shorts.
Here's Jones, picks up the dribble. Forrest, Pelkey right there. Zipporah Williams. Now Boone. Jones going for the lead. Shot short. Rebound loose. No time. Heaved up. The Green Knights hang on for the championship.
Forrest had an open look to tie that one awfully close. Matt clock at 1 when she released it just in time, but she had to hoist up a quick one off the mark. Congratulations to the Green Knights of St. Norbert College for their 3rd conference crown in 4 years.
Boy, Connie Tilley and her coaching staff, they've won championships before, not quite like this, and you can tell that coaching staff is savoring it right now, as well as each and every player wearing a white jersey.
Every championship special, Matt, but this one here tonight coming down to the wire like it was here today in overtime and almost a double overtime finish. Haley Jones a chance to have had the celebration, and her Monmouth teammates on the other side of that 3-pointer would have gone, but it's the Green Knights on their home floor escaping and winning both the regular season and conference tournament championship.
Boy, what a spectacular effort by Monmouth as they walk off the court. No reason to hang their heads. They give it everything they had there. And like you said, Mike, the last time they were here, 66-33 in favor of the Green Knights. Much different team. Spectacular Monmouth squad this season.
Well, they came out, battled back all season long, getting back here the number 2 seed in the conference tournament. Come up just 2 points short in overtime. A spectacular contest. The defense was throughout. Congratulations again to the Green Knights and also Monmouth on a season well done.
We are going to send it down to Dan Lucas for the award ceremonies.
Sponsor of Special Olympics by holding skills days for the athletes and coaches clinics volunteering for regional and state competitions, while also participating in fundraising efforts such as polar plunges. This past January at the NCAA convention, the Division III National Student Athlete Advisory Committee also became an official partner with Special Olympics. This long-standing relationship has benefited hundreds of athletes in Special Olympics and the Midwest Conference. With us this afternoon representing Special Olympics Wisconsin is basketball athlete Tyler Bix, who joins Midwest Conference Sports Information Director Corey Weibel for the award presentation. Please join us in welcoming one other champion tonight, Tyler Bix.
Thanks, Dan. First, I want to welcome my assistant today, Tyler. Thanks for coming out. I would like to on behalf of Commissioner Chris Graham, who is at the Indoor Track and Field Championships at Grinnell today, welcome everybody to the Women's and Men's Basketball Championships held at St. Norbert. We would like to thank St. Norbert. This is the second time they hosted both the men's and the women's tournaments, and both times they were great, more than accommodating. Special thanks to Athletic Director Tim Bald, Sports Information Director Dan Lukes, and the athletic training staff, the guys at the scorers table. Everyone did a great job to run a very smooth and effortless tournament, so please give them a hand for that. I'd also like to first congratulate Illinois College and Carroll, who were the other two teams that were in this tournament this weekend. They had amazing seasons and were more than worthy of being in the tournament with Monmouth and St. Norbert. I'd like to recognize Monmouth, the runners-up this year, and head coach Melissa Bittner. Great season by those ladies, and just a fantastic game here today, going to overtime. A great basketball game for them. I would now like to present the championship plaque to this year's 2011 Midwest Conference Tournament champions on behalf of the athletic directors, presidents, and faculty representatives, St. Norbert College and head coach Connie Tilley. St. Norbert, by winning the tournament championship, qualifies as the automatic bid from the Midwest Conference, and they will play in the NCAA tournament. St. Norbert will find out who they play Monday at around 2 o'clock Central Time, so congratulations again, St. Norbert.
So there you see the scene here from Connie Tilley Court as a second consecutive Midwest Conference Tournament Championship goes the way of St. Norbert. Third in the past 4 years, and Mike, they really had to earn this one in overtime, and I'll tell you what, 56-54, what a spectacular game we had here at Connie Tilley Court today.
Oh, absolutely. Right from the get-go, Monmouth came out their intensity throughout the entire 45 minutes here tonight. Spectacular. You got to love the way Coach has this team play to Monmouth, the Fighting Scots, the defense intensity. Justine Boone in particular, you got to tip off your cap to her. Outstanding ball game for herself tonight. Carried the load offensively, or distributing the basketball, running the show also. Defensively, forcing the turnovers, whether getting the steals or getting other people's steals by her deflections or helping her teammates get in the right position because of her aggressive nature defensively. Just an outstanding ball game for her and herself, and it's her senior year. She's not going to make it to the NCAA tournament, you don't think, with a second-place finish in the Midwest Conference, unfortunately. But you got to love the way she plays the game, and her entire team played here tonight. And again, congratulations on a season, a well-deserved season and a seeding, and just a great season for Monmouth all around. And St. Norbert, home court advantage. It's something in basketball. You talk about it in hockey
Absolutely.
and football
Absolutely.
and baseball, and basketball is no different. Home court, it means so much, and especially the couple points of this game, the crowd really got into it to help them out when they needed it.
And a Monmouth squad that will return quite a few starters if you take a look down their roster. A lot of youth on that squad, and you know, they're getting the right kind of coaching from Melissa Bittner, who has really put this program now where they'd like to be in that second place, and they'll be a force here for the next couple of years.
Yeah, the likes of St. Norbert losing a lot of seniors, Boggins, Bunday, Hermes, just to name a few, and you got a lot of young players on Monmouth. Come back, Haley Jones, Newkirk, Willard, just to name a few, coming back next year. Zipporah Williams, also Forrest. A lot of young, talented team. You might say Monmouth next season will be the front runner in the Midwest Conference with the seniors lost on the St. Norbert side. You never know.
May very well be the case. Let's take a look at some of the final stats here. Really, the only one telling stat that we need to tell you is the 56-54. Everything else just kind of seems trivial after such a great basketball game. St. Norbert shooting a little bit poorly today at 36% compared to Monmouth's 42%. Turnovers, even, both of those teams probably not too happy with turning the ball over so much, but with two fantastic defenses, you're going to expect to see that. 24-22, St. Norbert turns it over a few more times. Rebounding was even at 34-30. And you take a look at some of the players who really stepped up and contributed. Haley Jones had a fantastic game. We talked about her a lot. 18 points. Justine Boone finishes with 12. 6 for Newkirk, 6 for Williams, 5 for Forrest, 7 for Willard on the Monmouth side. On St. Norbert's side, Hermes finishes with 6. Remember, she was scoreless going into the last couple of minutes of regulation, so Hermes steps up big down the stretch. Bonnet finishes with 8. Pelkey has 16 after her 21-point performance yesterday. 3 from Boggins, 6 from Cool, with a performance from Krista Hawkinson in that stretch with about 5 minutes. 12 points for the sophomore.
Yeah, she made a nice couple defensive plays, a spectacular pass. We started talking and praising her up here in the booth. Then right down to the floor, she came back, bang, bang, knocks down a couple of three-pointers, extends the lead to 10 points, the largest of the contest for the Knights. And really, she helped pave the way defensively as well. It made some good defensive plays. And even the one she made against Jones, Jones just got a better shot off of that great defensive play to tie it up, to send this one into overtime to begin with. But you got to love Hawkinson, the sophomore, played some big minutes down the stretch. She was in the game rather than Aaron Boggins for defensive purposes in the last 5-6 minutes of the game, and even in the last minute and a half in overtime. So Hawkinson's a sophomore, a lot of playing time, a lot of experience she's gaining on the floor, and she's going to be a big part of the St. Norbert Green Knights if they want to make a run in the big dance.
So St. Norbert grabs that Midwest Conference Tournament Championship once again, sweeping it both the regular season and the tournament championship for the second year in a row. In a season where, let's take a look now, they're 22-2. And remember, last season they hosted the first round games for the NCAA D3 tournament. Do you like their chances to do that again, Mike?
Well, you never know. Stevens Point, they held both men and women, and because they couldn't hold the same time, same night, St. Norbert, they became the host team for that part of the bracket, and they held a couple of games here. They won the first one before losing to Stevens Point, and if I do recall, a pretty intense battle there for much of the game before Point just kind of pulling it out in the end. But it'll be interesting. 22-2. You'll put it that way. 22-2. You don't always look at the records here. These smaller conferences in Division III. You don't always take them seriously if you're the placers or you're the seeders, if you want to say the seeding committee. But you got to take a good hard look at the St. Norbert Green Knights. I know they haven't won a lot of big blowout games, but they've grinded out victories. Hard-nosed team. They're going to shoot free throws at a high percentage. They're capable of going out from beyond the arc. They're always going to play the good hard-nosed defense. What I say, 10 times this season they've held opponents below 50 points in a contest, and a game in which featured an overtime. 56 and 54 put up on the scoreboard. The Green Knights outstanding again defensively. You gotta think maybe a little better seed than you think.
And you know what may aid them in that is that win last year over Calvin in the first round game. Calvin heavily favored, even coming in here to St. Norbert. And the Green Knights took care of business.
Yeah, they took care of business, and they lost Denise Heiser and Emily Otzberger, two outstanding players, but they only lost 2 seniors. They gained some freshmen that are playing a lot of minutes here for the Green Knights, or capable of playing a lot of minutes if need be. Krista Hawkinson, a year older, a year wiser, playing a lot better than she was as a freshman last season. And a lot of sophomores, and Krista Pelkey, Jamie Kuhl, two of the more underrated and better players in the Midwest Conference. An outstanding season for them two young individuals.
And again, all of that seating and information comes out on Tuesday about 2 o'clock. If you want to find that out, the best place to find out about St. Norbert would be right at the website, www.snc.edu/athletics. Dan Lucas, always on top of that stuff. He's so good at taking care of that. By the way, Danny Lucas is going to be in for a busy day today. We have the game right now. We got one more game coming up here from Schuldes with the Midwest Conference Men's Championship game between St. Norbert and Grinnell. And then he's got a hockey tournament he's got to get over to across town. So Danny Lucas hats off to him. He puts in a lot of work here. And with the success of St. Norbert comes a little extra responsibility for Dan and athletic director Tim Ball and their entire staff. They do such a great job.
Oh, absolutely. Everything first class here at St. Norbert College. Doesn't matter what sport it is, football, volleyball, track and field, soccer, of course, basketball. You see it here on the web stream here live in the Midwest Conference, but you got to appreciate the efforts of them fine people, that Tim Ball and Dan Lukes in particular. Greg Binns, our cameraman, on a regular basis. But he's busy over there doing hockey as well tonight. So a lot of people, a lot of hard work that goes into this. And it's just a good feeling here at St. Norbert. Everything's a family, and they all work hard together to pull this stuff off.
56-54, your final here in the first of our 2 tournament championship games. It is the St. Norbert Green Knight women winning once again after holding off Monmouth in overtime. Coming up next, it is a 6 o'clock start time scheduled. The number 1 seeded St. Norbert Green Knight men against number 2 seeded Grinnell. Mike, I know you didn't catch this game yesterday with Grinnell. Different style of basketball. A little bit more sound defensively. Not so much reliant on the 3. And the Green Knights, we had one of the coaches up here yesterday, sounded a little bit like they weren't sure what to expect. Now, after watching Grinnell yesterday against Illinois College, they might have been doing a very late night film session.
Well, I'll be interested to see. I was not here yesterday, as you said. I was down in southern Wisconsin for some high school basketball for the radio. So I'm in for a treat here as well. I know I missed both of their contests this year. You called the one here that was up in the hundreds or near hundreds, and then the second time they played in Grinnell, it was an 80 to 70 something contest. We'll get into that in their pregame show. And
yeah, and you asked what
I
was
asked why. I was
happening,
like, did the rims move up to 13 feet, or did they close the cylinder down, or what was going on there? But I'll be in here for a little bit of a treat, and I got my first chance to look at the Grinnell Pioneers in the 2010-2011 season.
All right, again, folks, we will preview that one with about 5 minutes to go until tip-off, so join us at about 5:55 for that. It'll be the St. Norbert Green Knight men against the Grinnell Pioneer men. Same stakes